is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
We are live from the Nest in Elgin, where the Elgin Owls get ready to try to continue their unbeaten start to the 2024 season as they take on the Newcastle Racers here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. I'm Glenn Brockenbush, joined by Vincent Saylor. This, Week 3 matchup concludes marks the conclusion of the non-district slate, and Newcastle comes in here 1-2, and this will be a pretty good statement game, I feel like, for the Owls, because this is a Newcastle program that has faced two of the teams that Elgin is expected to compete with in Class 4A this year.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, we're looking forward to a big game. This is one of those matchups that we circled earlier in the season, kind of thinking it was one of those non-district games that we were going to give us a little bit of a test. We'll see. Last week, TJ Bradford did not play for the Newcastle Racers, so we'll see if he's playing this week. If he doesn't play, obviously that'll change the game plan a little. He was OSN's newcomer of the year last year, had a great year last year for the Racers. So if he's out, that might make a little bit of a difference in this game. But like I said, going to be a tough matchup for the Owls tonight. Looking forward to a big matchup against a 5A team. Newcastle was in 4A last year, when they changed things up, that switched us down to 4A. They jumped us and got to 5A. So like I said, a little bit jump in class, but should be a good one tonight, and a little warm out there, walking around pregame. It's hot on the field for sure, so that may play a little bit of a factor as well. Like I said, had the off week last week, so kind of did a lot of running during that off week and had some time off and did a lot of conditioning, but like I said, that could play a little bit of a factor, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah,
it's high 90s still, as the sun will set probably late first half or around halftime. But, yeah, I don't think it's really going to play, like you said, probably won't play a factor after the way that they probably addressed dealing with the heat during the off week. And we want to thank you again for watching us here on OSN and our Hilliary Countdown to Kickoff, our pregame show brought to you by Hilliary Communications, because every community matters. And always innovating. Visit their website at Hilliary.com. That's HILLIARY.com. When we come back, we are going to talk a little bit about this matchup, a little bit about kind of some of the keys to this game and more. You are watching Elgin Owl Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983. They say the best way to be a good neighbor is to know your neighbors and give a little help when they need it. And when you need a little, you can find help at Ace Hardware in Elgin. Not only do they offer everything from grills to flowers, paint, hardware, and tools, they offer experience to help guide you through the process. And they're happy to take the time to make sure you can do it right. Ace Hardware of Elgin. They're more than just a hardware store. They're your neighbors. Ace Hardware, 7796 Highway 277 in Elgin.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possible.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Bar S Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Bar S, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Bar S Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Welcome back to Elgin Football Stadium, commonly known here as the Nest, as we've got some non-district football coming up here in, about 20 minutes between the Elgin Owls and the Newcastle Racers. Glenn Brockenbush and Vincent Saylor bringing it to you here on the Oklahoma Sports Network in our Hilliary countdown to kickoff. Just going over the matchup a little bit. This is a Newcastle team, as I mentioned, that has played two of the teams that are ranked right around where Elgin is in those 4A rankings. So even though these two schools aren't in the same classification anymore, size, it does matter to a certain extent in these non-district matchups. A lot of these coaches like to schedule teams that are going to be somewhat evenly matched to them. So Newcastle has already played Blanchard and Tuttle, two teams that are also ranked in the top 5 in most Class 4A polls with Elgin. And they played both those teams tough. They lost both of them, but, you lose to Blanchard, the defending state champion, by 4 points. No shame in that. 21-0 to Tuttle is a little tough for them just because they never got on the scoreboard, but holding that Tuttle team to 21 points is nothing to sneeze at either.
No, 0-2, you look at the record and you see 0-2, but that's two very good football teams that they lost to, and two teams that we'll probably run into later in the season. They did have that one win.
You're right. Over Bartlesville.
Yep, you're right.
But that is it is a program that this is going to be a bit of a stepping stone. I know that, the transitive property in football isn't necessarily, we beat this team by this many, they beat that team, therefore we beat that team. It's not necessarily going to be the case, but if Elgin has trouble with Newcastle tonight, that probably means that they need to kind of fix some things before playoff time, certainly, and you got plenty of football to do that.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, with those two teams, Tuttle and Blanchard, hopefully we see those guys later on in the season in the playoff run, but because those two teams will probably be there. So, yeah, like I said, it'll be a good idea and good matchup for us this week to kind of see where we stand against those teams potentially. But like I said, there's a ton of football before we can potentially get to those teams. So, there's, like I said, it's going to be a good game tonight. Got a lot of good things on the line. Like I said, last non-district game before we head on the road for that long road trip next week to Woodward. Like I said, they had the off week, so did a lot of practicing, kind of fixed some of those mistakes that we saw in week 0 and week 1. So it's going to be interesting to see how they come out. Like I said, after that week off, are they going to be a little sloppy, or are they going to be a little slow, or are they going to pick up right where they left off and get this thing rolling right away?
Yeah, and just the offense has really been humming. The defense has looked very good.
Yeah.
But the offense, I mean, Ritzenmeyer so far, 40 rushes for 227 yards, 4 touchdowns. Let's not forget he also has a rushing touchdown and a passing touchdown this year.
And he got 76 yards receiving as well. So, I mean, you're looking at well over 300 yards in the 2 games played so far of all-purpose offense. So he's doing a great job. So is Braxton Antuna. Braxton with 164 yards on the ground so far. Last week had the 1 carry for 90 yards, so that's a great deal right there. Also has a receiving touchdown as well. So Brody Morrison and Adam Eaton are leading the team with 5 catches apiece. So those guys are doing a good job. And Trace is 17 for 27 for 321 and 4 touchdowns so far this year. So everything's kind of clicking on the offensive side of the ball. Defensive side of the ball, obviously everything's rocking and rolling like it has been. Only giving up 7 points so far on the year. The defense has only allowed 275 yards through those 2 games, and offense has had 900. So we're doing pretty good on the yards differential there. Yeah. So should be a fun one tonight, and we're going to run right here and have a little break. So you're watching Elgin Owl football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Check out the all-new Blue Teak store located off State Highway 17 in Elgin. They have an amazing selection of pre-loved name brand men's, women's, and children's clothing and jewelry, including a large selection of sterling silver. They also have new home decor, comforter sets, candles, toys, and over 50 flavors of Jordan Skinny syrups in stock. Whether it's for yourself or giving the perfect gift, Blue Teak, open Wednesday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. off State Highway 17 in Elgin.
Step into the best chapter of your life, one with rheumatology care from a provider who focuses on your well-being and getting you back to what matters most. Dr. Shahzad is dedicated to building long-lasting relationships based on trust and medical integrity with every single patient. Schedule your telemedicine appointment today. Don't let rheumatoid arthritis or other inflammatory conditions stop you from enjoying life. MMG, the power of many for the benefit of one.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
We are back at the Nest here as Elgin gets ready to take on Newcastle in the on the Oklahoma Sports Network, and as part of our Hilliary countdown to kickoff, we are going to go to Vincent for the Coolco LLC keys to the game. Stay comfortable year-round with their expert HVAC services. Call Coolco at 580-704-9838.
Yeah, Clint Coleman and those guys do a great job there at Coolco. So, like I said, they keep me cool at my house and my office, so I got to give them a quick shout out. But yeah, keys to the game as far as defense goes, we got to contain TJ Bradford if he's back. Watching pregame, he warmed up a little, but I'm not sure if he's going to play. Talking to the other crew over there, so not sure if he's going to play. But if he does play, we got to contain him because he's a dynamic back. Got to tackle the big quarterback. Their quarterback is 6'5", 230 pounds, and likes to run the ball. So we got to gang tackle him and get to him quickly. And then we got to force a turnover. We got a couple turnovers on the year, but not as many as Coach Baker would like on the defensive side of the ball. So one of the big opportunities we're going to have tonight is to try and force some turnovers there. On the offensive side of the ball, we got to pick up their blitzing linebackers. They like to bring a lot of pressure, so we got to pick those guys up both in the run game and in the passing game. We got to win the line of scrimmage. I mean, that starts pretty much every week, but we got to win that line of scrimmage in order for us to take care of the ball and get that running game going. And then last but not least, we want to get the ball to the edge this week. We want to, like I said, we've done a great job so far this year, pounding the middle and winning the line of scrimmage. We want to try and get the ball to the edge this week and see if we can do some things on that side of the ball as well. Yeah,
it's going to be a pretty tough test. I think the Owls and their coaching staff feel like they're up to it, but it is one that is going to start in about 12 minutes. We are going to take another break. We will be right back. You're watching Elgin football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton Fort Sill Regional Airport, just 1 mile to anywhere, offering non-stop service to Dallas-Fort Worth. Fast, friendly, and convenient without all the hassles. Easy parking, and with close proximity to your arrivals and departures, all in their newly renovated terminal. Here to there in just 1 mile. To book your mile to anywhere destination from LAW, log on to AA.com. or call 800-433-7300. Scott's House of Flowers in Elgin has been proud to serve Elgin and the surrounding area with a wide variety of flowers and gifts for all occasions. Come see them for great gift ideas, including the exclusive Tyler candles. And who couldn't resist Sweet Shop USA, featuring handmade grand truffles. Scott's House of Flowers, just off Highway 277 in Elgin. Delivery available, or stop by for easy pickup. Phone 492-4880. Scott's House of Flowers.
Landmarks. They stand as symbols, reminding us of history and moments that shape our lives. We create our own landmarks. At Becker Raybon Funeral Home, we understand the importance of honoring these moments. Let our compassionate team help you celebrate the life and legacy of your loved one. Offering a range of services to honor the stories that matter most, we believe that every life leaves a mark that deserves to be cherished and remembered. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, honoring the landmarks of your life.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
When it comes to your health, you want and deserve the best. You want a hospital with the highest quality scores in the region and one that provides safe, excellent care. Southwestern Medical Center has been a part of this community for 115 years and has a history of delivering compassionate, skilled health care to Lawton and Fort Sill. Choose the hospital that has always put the health of this community first. Southwestern Medical Center. Be well. Live well. That's why we're here.
Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Tavern style pizza is our thing.
Why couldn't you be happy with deep dish like all the tourists? It's good.
And you just had to make it so crispy and delicious.
It's perfection.
They put the toppings all the way to the edge.
It's cut in the shareable square.
That's delicious.
What's your deal, Pizza Hut?
Your secret's out, Chicago. Try any of our large Chicago tavern-style recipes for just $12 each.
Hey, Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Sorry, Chicago. No one out. Pizza's the Hut.
Apology accepted.
Are you prepared for summer? We are.
Keep your air conditioner ready with a Miller Noble Heating and Air Maintenance Plan. We service all makes and models from Bryant, Carrier, and Lennox. Just need a repair? We can do that. Can't pay for it all at once? We offer financing plans too. Is it time to replace your old system? We offer free estimates on new systems. Click or call today and stay comfortable with Miller Noble Heating and Air.
Whether you're buying or selling, today's real estate market is proving trickier than ever.
We've been doing this for over 22 years.
So if a problem does arise, you can trust us to solve it.
Let us use our years of experience to guide you to buy or sell your home.
Trust the team that's gotten it done with over 12,000 deals done in the last 22 years.
Always call our Payment Berries team.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
At Billingsley Ford, we pride ourselves on the integrity and transparency of our pricing. The price you see is the price you pay. As your hometown Ford dealer, that's the way it should be.
I'm Grant in Billingsley, and that's the Billingsley way.
Bring home the win at Billingsley Hyundai with huge savings every day from our massive inventory of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Come by today and see how we can help find a winning deal for you with America's best warranty. Now that's the Billingsley way.
Heart of Oklahoma, where your home isn't just a place, it's your peace. At Century Roofing, we understand the importance of protecting your peace. We're experts in roofing technology, techniques, and customer service because we care about Oklahoma and we care about you. At Century Roofing, we combine quality craftsmanship and exceptional service because your home deserves the best. Century Roofing, staying on guard for Oklahoma.
Clothes nowadays are so expensive. And no matter how good a sale is, you still walk out spending hundreds on barely anything. Goodwill is the place to go. We have a wide variety of affordable clothing for all ages. To help you save, we have weekly specials from half off to 99-cent items. Make sure to check out our colors of the week before you start shopping to get more for less. Save at your local Goodwill today.
We're back live from the
nest.
nest. I almost said the owl nest. Close enough. We are back from the nest here in Elgin as the Elgin Owls get ready to take on the Newcastle Racers. We are watching the Oklahoma Sports Network in our Hilliary countdown to kickoff, and we are getting ready for the Rowan and Robertson coin toss. The Oklahoma Autism Network is a center of excellence committed, if I can speak tonight, to improving the quality of life for individuals with autism and their families. Contact them at 580-454-9200. Vincent, who are our captains tonight?
Yeah, we got our 4 normal captains out there: Trace Laura, Jace Williams, Colin Donnelly, and Shay Spencer. 5th captain tonight is Josh Adesola. Practice player of the week, Jack Deal is also out with them, and Jake Deal, sorry about that. And then also you got practice player of the week during the off week was Caden Boletto. So good job to those guys for being captains this week. And we're going to go down to Joe right now, who's got the coin toss with us.
You guys shake hands, introduce yourself.
See with the line, with the
Hey, gentlemen, my name is Mr. Wink. I'll be your referee tonight. This is Mr. Shimolinsky. He will be our umpire. Our linesman is Mr. Pike. Line judge is Mr. Ellis. My back judge is Mr. Tucker. You guys know how to play good, clean football. That's what we expect, all right? You guys are visitors. I've got a coin. Silver dollar, heads and tails. You get to call the coin toss. I want you to call it before I flip it. What'd he call? Tails. It is heads.
Call was tails. Coin was heads. Elgin's going to take the football.
All right, so we're going to start off on the offensive side of the ball this week. See if we can get something going right there. Going to head on down now probably and watch them run out. Black flag bearer this week. Good old Tommy Finley going to lead the team out, junior.
It looks like Joe Abshire is going to try to get Coach Wyatt.
Yep. Pregame interview, see how
here we
he's
go with
feeling
Coach
today.
Wyatt. Coach, the bye week and your kids out here for another game. What are you thinking?
Man, we're ready to go. It's been a long time since we played a game in our minds.
Yeah, not used to those bye weeks, so go get them.
Thanks.
All right, short and sweet and to the point. Got the little leaguers and fans coming out there creating the tunnel.
Yeah,
for the boys to run through.
Pink out night tonight, and we want to give credit. We haven't mentioned the other 2 members of our broadcast team tonight. Camera operator Sadie Hightower doing a great job, and Chris Balvance, producer extraordinaire, and scoreboard clock expert on having that exactly where it needs to be.
So if it moves throughout the game, that would be completely
That's on
my
us.
fault.
Yeah.
That'll be completely on Vincent Saylor's fault.
We got the flares going. We've got, as you mentioned, Tommy Finley waving the flag, and we've got the breast cancer awareness flag, and here come the Owls, 2-0, trying to improve to 3-0.
Yeah, last non-district tune-up before we head on into that 4A1 schedule. We'll talk about the schedule as we move forward through the game tonight. But next week, got a big one on the road to open district play at Woodward. So if you're not able to make it on that long road trip, make sure to tune in and watch us next week.
Yeah, we want to thank you, by the way, for watching our Hilliary countdown to kickoff. Hilliary Communications obviously does so much for everyone here in Elgin as well as around the Lawton area. But the Owls wearing their black on black tonight. Maybe a bit of a curious choice just given how hot it was. And
They've switched up uniforms all year so far. Haven't donned the black yet. So good to see it tonight. Like I said, always a little bit extra juice when they wear the all black. I know they like wearing it.
Yeah, and here come the Racers in their blue, white, and blue, led by head coach Jeff Brickman. And
Coach Brickman was our OSN Coach of the Year last year, I believe.
Yeah, he's done just an excellent job there,
he has.
obviously. And his and Chalmer Wyatt's careers not too dissimilar recent years just in terms of the success that they've had in tough districts at their respective schools. So it appears to be 3 return men back, although the kicking team for Newcastle has not taken the
quite
field
out there
yet. But that gives us a chance to introduce, as if they need any introduction, our kickoff sponsor tonight. And guess who it is, Vincent?
It is Wayne's.
Wayne's Drive-In for the best burgers, pizzas, dogs, chicken tendies, shakes, drinks, and more. Come on, everybody. Let's go to Wayne's. 2 excellent locations there in Lawton. And so it appears
we do have some new Let's Go to Wayne's T-shirts.
Let's go.
There we
to
go.
Wayne's.
In
Yeah.
all the high school colors, red, blue, and green for the local high schools here in Southwest Oklahoma.
There we go.
Well,
I like to hear it,
shoot.
Joe.
I'll need to go get me some. And just curious, asking for a friend, not for me, but for a friend, do we get discounts at Wayne's if we wear the Wayne's shirts?
We just get you a good old pat on the back.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I'll take what I can get at this point. Looks
Spoken like a true businessman, Joe. I like it.
And it looks like the kick is going to be from number 46, Brian Medrano. And Medrano is going to kick it, low kick, and it's going to bounce off Antuna. He's going to pick it up on one bounce, but it appears that they are going to call it dead. And was there a penalty before
Yeah,
the
it looks
kick?
like on the far side of the field they got
Oh,
offsides
okay.
maybe.
A little jumpy to start the evening are the Racers.
They came out there and did a little fake onside kick.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so a little offsides there. Can't cross that 40-yard line before the ball is kicked, so that's going to push it back.
I personally learned something new, that's a dead ball foul. I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that part either. Glad to know it now. Going to have our first quarter sponsor up here in a second.
Yeah, it's going to be the Lawton Firefighters Association. LFA probably supporting the community as we support them and everything they do for us. So we're going to try this again. Brian Medrano going to kick it again.
All right, everybody.
Let's go to Wayne's. I wasn't sure if we were going to give Joe a second shout out. Another low kick, and Antuna is going to let this one go. And are they going to say that bounce?
Yep. Touchback.
Touchback, okay. Kind of in that no man's land.
Yep.
So here come the starting lineups brought to you
by Letterbuck
Excavation, professional dirt work services. Since 1999 in Southwest Oklahoma. Call them today at 580-704-0286.
We will get that video for you here in a second.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like I said, our starting lineups are sponsored by Letterbuck. Caleb Weaver and Rasty Weaver and those guys do a great job.
3 receivers, 2 to the top of your screen. The one at the bottom that you maybe can't see right now is Josh Adesola. Laura is going to drop back, and he's going to throw it deep on the first play. He's got Brody Morrison. It's caught. Brody's at the 30. Brody's at the 22-yard line. What a way to start the game.
Yeah, started just like we did last week, this time with a post route. Last week we went to go route. Brody wanted that one back when it fell through his hand, so great job right there, pitching and catching for the long play there on first down.
And you see it there again on the Southwest Bedliners instant replay.
Yeah, great throw and catch right there. Just a deep post route and ran past both the safety and corner, and good job of Trace of laying the ball out there for Brody to run under.
A little bit of double motion here.
Yeah. Going to get him in trips on this side.
And then triple motion as we've got Ritzenmeyer catching one out of the backfield on that swing route. He's going to get into the red zone inside the 10, and he's going to be close to the 5, but certainly inside that red zone, which is brought to you this year by Rising Eagle Brewery. And we're going to see Colin Donnelly come in for kind of that heavy blocking package. 2 tight end with him and Adam Eaton as Kason Meyer exits the ballgame.
Yeah, just like I said, motion 2 receivers over to that side and then send a quick little motion out there to Ritson. Got the ball out of his hands fast. Trace starting at evening off, 2 for 2. See if Ritson can punch this one in right here.
Ritson Meyer is going to punch forward, and it is going to be stopped.
About the 5-yard line right there. Yeah, we'll come back to the video. Yeah, we'll come back to the starting lineup video.
One
probably
thing,
the next
one
offensive
thing you
possession.
might notice that, we'll mention in a little while, some of the equipment being used. As it's going to be a handoff fake. It's thrown out there to Donnelly. Donnelly's going to roll forward, and the tackle there made at about the 2-yard line. Going to bring up an interesting third down here, as it looks like Evan Barker, one of their experienced players there.
Yeah, third down inside the 3-yard line, give or take. Good job by the defense of staying home right there in that little fake quick screen out there to Colin.
As if he could hear me, Evan Barker makes that play, and he's one of the guys that's wearing what I believe they're called the Guardian caps tonight.
Yep.
Several of the Newcastle players. Is going to be handoff to Meyer. He's going to plunge forward. That is an Elgin touchdown.
Woo! Good job right there by Ritson. following the blockers. Good job by the front there of creating a big hole and push up front. And Richard just follows those guys into the end zone for the touchdown there. Makes it 6-0 Elgin Owls.
We tried to show it to you there on the Southwest Bedliner replay, but you know what? It's still non-district. We are going to work out these kinks. As Adon Delgado lines up, the left foot of Delgado boots it up and boots it through. So, with 10:13 remaining in the first quarter, your score, Elgin 7, Newcastle 0. You're watching Elgin Owl Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Clothes nowadays are so expensive. And no matter how good a sale is, you still walk out spending hundreds on barely anything. Goodwill is the place to go. We have a wide variety of affordable clothing for all ages. To help you save, we have weekly specials from half off to 99-cent items. Make sure to check out our colors of the week before you start shopping.
Seven 0 our score. Elgin with the short touchdown run by one Ritzenmeyer, adding to his tally this year as we see Adon Delgado get ready for another Wayne's drive-in kickoff. Come on, everybody, let's go to Wayne's. And the kick up and away, and it is going to be taken at about the 17-yard line. Runs into some traffic, and then also runs into an Elgin player. Looked like that was number 16, Brandon Lewandowski.
Gabe Rush there as well. Number 28 was in on the tackle, it looks like, too.
On their own 24. Or maybe that was number 6. Yeah, Gabe Rush. It's hard to tell from up here, but we are going to see the Newcastle offense and Elgin defense for the first time tonight. And as you alluded to earlier, Vincent, 6'5", Jackson Shanuel is their quarterback, the big junior. And he lines up in the shotgun, and it's going to be a handoff. No, it's going to be a throw, and it is dropped. That was number 8, Caden Longman, who I believe was the one who received the kickoff as well.
So we're going to do a quick little drive summary there, brought to you by R&J Motors. With a proven track record of providing top-notch automotive services, R&J Motors stands out for its commitment to quality. Call them today at 580-492-5900, 80-yard drive. A lot of it picked up through the air, but final play was a 3-yard plunge there by Ritzenmeyer for his 5th rushing touchdown of the year. That is your R&J Motors drive summary.
Shanuel is going to throw it down the sideline. He's got a man, arm fighting, and the ball drops. It looks like there was some...
Great play right there by Bryce Martin.
What do you got of that, Joe?
He just put his hand in there and made the swipe away.
Yeah, like I said, kind of looked like he was beat a little on it, but used his closing speed there, never looked back at the ball, but did a good job of playing through the receiver's hands and knocked the ball out there at the end.
The fringe benefit of that, the helmet came off. Yeah, the helmet came off of Alex Schumard, so Schumard has to exit the game for at least one play. That's one less starting weapon that Shanuel has to deal with on a 3rd and long. They send the running back in motion. He's going to throw a little screen, and he is wrapped up quickly. Big Jace Williams says, no.
Yeah, if you're a receiver and you look up after catching the ball and you see Jace Williams directly in your face, I think you're going to get down pretty quickly.
I'm pretty sure Shea was close to a pick six right there. I think he got
his hands on that one.
He got a finger on it.
All right. But great job by the crowd, too. That was awesome on that 3rd down to really hear them. Got the jugs going. Do a great job. I mean, what can you say about the Elgin faithful and the fans? They do a great job of getting behind this team, and no place better to play than at the Nest on a Friday night.
Looks like we are going to have a punt here. And it is going to be long and away. Brody Morson's going to watch it bounce. It's going to take another racer bounce, and bounce and bounce and bounce.
So while we have a quick
down to about the 20. Go
ahead. While we
have
a quick little deal here, we're going to throw up the starting offense for you.
Yeah, starting lineups are brought to you by Letterbuck Excavation since 1999. So that starting lineup on the offense names that you should know and love at this point if you're an Elgin fan. As we mentioned earlier, obviously, Ritson Meyer, the starting running back, who has gotten, if there are any questions about his ability to handle the workload as the bell cow back, no questions so far this year. Trace Laura, the 4-year starter. You've got the big hog mollies up front. In that offensive line, obviously Adam Eaton and Colin Donnelly will be kind of those tight ends.
We'll come back to that here in a second.
Brody Morrison and Casey
Get back
Meyer
to the local action here.
And Josh Adesola at wide receiver. It's going to be handoff up the middle to Meyer. Meyer's got room to run, and he's got the first down and more, carrying guys past that 35-yard line, led by that offensive line that we were just about to mention. Big Anthony Ogumoro, number 55, on that left side alongside Jason Williams.
Got to give a huge shout-out to Jackson Deal. Really stepped up, won the job during fall camp there, and the sophomore has really done a great job so far in these first 2 games. And then you've also got Hudson Begley and Shea Spencer on the right side of that line. So your starting lineups brought to you by Letterbuck Excavation.
Laura is going to send Meyer out on the side. He's caught it. He's running down the sideline. He's upended, but not before another long gain. Man, they really like that play.
Yeah, great job of throwing and catching right there. Ritson's got one of the best pairs of hands on the team right there, and great job on the little wheel route right there of Trace hitting the ball in that seam. Like I said, a lot of times when we throw that pass, got to throw some air under it, but right there, wanted to make sure that he got it in between that corner and safety, so threw it right there on the line, kind of that whole shot. And great job of Ritson using his hands and catching the ball.
I actually think that was a linebacker who ran out there with him. That's why they took advantage.
Yeah,
Ritz
almost
take
looks
a quick little breather right here.
Kind of like that old arena football when they've got the guy already
quick
going in motion.
Yeah.
You're seeing a lot more emotion in the NFL as well too. You got Braxton and Tuna in the backfield. Tuna's going to take it up the middle, and he's going to be brought down, but not before a gain of about 8, maybe close to that first down marker. I don't think they're going to quite give him a first down, but he is going to be at about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, just a quick little counter play right there, following that left side of the line. Good job by Braxton to find the hole, kind of cutting up a little bit in there, and then finding that hole and picking up some big yardage on first down.
Man, I don't want to, you can't help the size that you're born at or what you're at in high school, but man, it is just you forget how tall some of these guys are on that line when you see some of these guys stand next to each other, guys like Adam Eaton and Big Ant, and we're going to see a little pass. Oh man, and it was I lost my words there for a second because it looked like
I think it was miscommunication right there between Adam and Trace. I think Adam was going to run that little leak route, but
Barker had an interception in his grasp, and Vincent, if he kisses that interception, that could be 6.
Yeah, Brody would have a hard time. Brody would have maybe hawked him down, but he had a lot of green grass in front of him, so luckily the ball was dropped and brings up a 3rd and short right here.
And I know it's only the 3rd game as we see another handoff up the middle. First down and more.
There goes
Tuna is going to go touchdown, Elgin.
Yeah, another little counter play. This time we go to the right and follow Hudson and Shea right there, but great job of blocking up front by the offensive line. A great job of Braxton finding the hole and punching in his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year, 3rd touchdown overall in the year. Makes it 13-0, 7:14 left to go in the first quarter.
And we're going to see that line.
After further look, you were right, Vincent. That was the cornerback that Ritson beat.
Okay.
Delgado,
number 31,
kicking it. It is up,
on for the extra point.
It is good. So with 7:14 remaining in the first quarter, your score, Elgin 14, Newcastle 0. You're watching Elgin Out Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic has specialized in the medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle for the past 40 years. And they provide all treatments under one roof. From x-rays, radial pulse therapy treatment, to surgical treatments, all with one goal in mind, providing the highest quality medical care with good old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. Call to set up an appointment today. Southwest Foot and Ankle. 580-357-8720.
Adon Delgado ready to kick it off as Elgin has a quick 2-touchdown lead on Newcastle. Another Wayne's drive-in kickoff. Come on, everybody, let's go to Wayne's! As Adon Delgado will kick it deep toward the sideline, and that's going to be a penalty. So as we
come on the field right here, we're going to talk about our defensive starters. Defensive starting lineups brought to you by Letterbuck Excavation. Professional dirt work services at a reasonable rate. Doing business in the Southwest Oklahoma region since 1999. Call them today at 580-704-0286. Everything starts up front with those big guys. You got Jace Williams. You've got Shea Spencer. You've got Tristan Kephart. Up in the middle, you've got Colin Donnelly and Ritson Meyer. On the outside, you got Philip Peabushy and Braxton Antuna. At the corner spots, you've got Josh Adesola and Bryce Martin. And then your two amazing safeties back there in the back, Brody Morrison and Hunter Jackson. And that starting lineup is brought to you by Letterbuck Excavation.
A penalty there, pre-snap. And it looks like the Racers will be moving backwards. So,
Glenn, let's do that quick little R&J Motors.
R&J Motors drive summary started at about the 19 or 20-yard line after that punt. The obviously the big pass play down the sideline to Ritson, and Ritson had a nice run there to start the drive as well. Braxton Antuna had a nice 8-yard run, then a couple more scored from 25 yards out. And, man, Shea Spencer and Colin Donnelly.
Tristan Kephart
was in there. Those seniors really know.
Party in the backfield.
Yeah, and you can really tell. I know that coaches like to talk about, the chemistry of certain senior classes. You've known these people, especially in a smaller town like this. You've known these kids forever, but you can really tell Colin and Shea, they love playing football together.
Yeah, Colin, Shea, those guys have been playing football together. Jace, those guys have been playing football together since their first, second grade, so.
Got some more flags on the field.
See what this one's about.
77 white.
Yeah, that's one of their captains. Their Big Taj Smith.
Yeah, second in forever right here. So it'll be interesting to see kind of what they decide to play call here. Coach Baker, defensive coordinator Jack Baker, might call a little bit of blitz and see if he can get in there and make another lost yardage play. But, yeah, these kids have played. One of the best pictures that comes every game is the picture of Coach Wyatt and Colin Donnelly and Trace and Jace. They've been taking it since they were in 6th, 7th grade as ball boys, and it's kind of fun to watch and see.
It is thrown over to the sideline, and
ball's out!
Pops out! It is recovered by Elgin!
Yeah, just a quick little out route there. Good job of catching and throwing. Bryce was holding him up. Philip Peabushy got out there and was able to strip the ball. It looks like Colin was able to come up with the recovery right there. One of the big keys to the game was forcing a turnover, and as you can see right here, holds him up and gets the fumble. And
you're absolutely right, man. Your eyesight might be better than mine at this point. But
that's one thing about this defense. Colin's playing the opposite side linebacker, and he's hustling to that ball to make that out, man. That's just
one of the keys to the game was force those turnovers. So, that was a big emphasis during those 2 weeks of practice. And like I said, great to do that on the second drive right there.
And obviously we are, biased for sure with this being the team that we watch every week. But when I talk to other journalists, other sports media types around the state, they know Colin Donnelly's name.
Oh, yeah.
He is one of the best linebackers in the state.
Well, last year,
Trace Laura's throwing towards the sideline and it is low. Man, nearly threaded the needle right into the hands of Josh Adesola.
Yeah, last year, Coach Wyatt was on the podcast with Coach Stoops. And,
that's right.
Coach Stoops called Colin out after that big Midwest City game where he had about 38 tackles or whatever that number was.
It felt like 38. Yeah, he had between that one and the Piedmont game, it felt like he was in on every play there.
Yeah, it was 40-something tackles in those 2 games or something.
It was unreal. And the offense gets ready now for a 2nd and 10
at the Lawton Firefighters Association first quarter.
35-yard line. It's going to be handoff to Meyer. He's going to follow the block of Jace Williams. He's got a 25-yard line at least, so 10 yards as he was upended there.
By number 8.
By number 8, and that was Caden Longman again.
Okay, I think Mr. Longman made a business decision.
Yeah.
Right there.
It's like, do I mean him? Yes, Deion Sanders used to say.
Am I going up top or am I going down low on this big load right here? And was able to trip him up, luckily, because a lot of green grass in front of him if he wasn't able to. But 3rd and short right here. It'd be great if we could pick this up.
Yeah, they're going to say you had a yard short. Pistol formation. Handoff to Meyer. Sweeps to the right. He's got the first down. He hurdles the man, and he's going to be into the red zone. Caden Longman again going low.
Yeah, he said,
flag on the play.
Oh, flag on the play.
Oh,
and
man. You're not going to get me this time. I'm going to jump over you. But yeah, looks like a holding here is going to bring it back. So it's going to make it 3rd and long right here. Yeah, good job of Ritson right there, though. Like I said, I mean, learning from his mistake and out jumping his guy right there.
Yeah, back to about the 35-yard line, so about 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11-ish. So totally different situation. We haven't found ourselves in this situation much this year, if at all. And they're going to call timeout, possibly. No, they're
maybe Adam Eaton time.
Yeah, making a check here at the line. Didn't like some of the matchups. So
Eaton in the slot. They're actually going to swing it out to Meyer. Meyer's going to try and juke a defender. He's going to swing down to about the 28-yard line. Not nearly enough for the first down, but
that gives them a good opportunity right here on 4th down to go for it.
Yeah.
So it didn't need to pick it all up in that one shot. But like I said, inside the 30-yard line right here, probably a little bit too far out of Adon's range. So looks like we're going to go for it on 4th down right here.
Yeah, don't really have a ton to lose at this point.
No, I mean, if you don't pick it up for some reason, I mean, you're giving them pretty bad field position. So this part of the field, I could definitely see why we're going for it here. We're going to call
timeout. So with 4:44 left to go in the first, you're watching Elgin Out Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic has specialized in the medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle for the past 40 years. And they provide all treatments under one roof. From x-rays, radial pulse therapy treatment, to surgical treatments, all with one goal in mind, providing the highest quality medical care with good old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. Call to set up an appointment today. Southwest Foot and Ankle, 580-357-8720.
Elgin going for it here as Josh Adesola goes in motion. And we've got another flag. Was there some motion again?
Yeah, did a great job against Hillcrest. Only had, I think, 2 penalties, if I remember right, talking to Coach Wyatt. And that's already our 3rd or 4th of the game so far. So kids are not going to be happy with that because after that MacArthur game, the punishment for a penalty was running.
Oh.
So might have to put those track shoes on a little on Monday at practice. But yeah, brings up a 4th, like I said, a little bit more distance now. So 4th and 9, but still kind of in no man's land. So I understand why we would go here, but probably change the play call a little.
At the 34-yard line.
Adam Eaton here in the slot. Maybe look for him on a drag
Morrison
or something.
At the top, Adesola at the bottom. Laura is going to throw it to Morrison, and it is caught, and he is brought down for the first down right at about the 21, 22-yard line.
Yeah, just a deep curl route right there. Good job of Brody and Trace finding that window and was able to pick up the big 4th down play right there.
Glad that we were able to finally get that Southwest Bedliners replay there. We apologize for some of the technical difficulties tonight.
All right. right. Got to bring up a 1st and 10 right here, right outside of that Rising Eagle Brewery. Kaysen Meyer.
Pop pass to Kaysen Meyer. Kaysen's trying to follow blocks. Nearly ran into Hudson Begley. Instead, ran into about 3 or 4 Newcastle racers.
Yeah, Hudson kind of got caught in no man's land there, and Kaysen was trying to follow him, but did pick up some positive yards right there. Trace is doing a good job so far tonight of spreading the ball around. Brody's got a couple catches. Collins got one. Kaysen's got one. Ritson's got a couple. So
that defensive line for the Newcastle Racers running about 4 men on that front. It's going to be handoff to Meyer, and he's going to be stopped up front.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's pumped. Touchdown, Elgin!
Yeah, just kept those feet churning right there and kind of spun off that tackle of the defensive line, and nobody there to stop him after he gets free for his 2nd touchdown of the night.
As we watch this Southwest Bedliner replay, man, I got completely fooled.
I'm going to be honest, it was right in front of me, and I don't know how he got out of it.
Yeah, they just kind of were hand tackling him up top, and he spun out of that arm tackle, and the linebackers kind of gave up on the play, and good job of Ritson of keeping his feet alive and spinning out of there and getting on in for the 20-yard touchdown.
The kick is up. The kick
is
good. So with 3:32 left to go in the first quarter, our score, Elgin 21, Newcastle 0. You're watching Elgin Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton Community Health Center's high-quality health care is convenient to wherever you are in the region. We're here for you, whether it's our main clinic on Southwest Lee Boulevard or any of our other locations in Lawton. LCHC has additional clinics in Marlow, Comanche, Cache, Medicine Park.
Don Delgado ready to kick off again for another Wayne's Drive-In kickoff. Come on, everybody. Let's go to Wayne's. As Elgin up 21-0 on Newcastle. And interesting, well,
can't fault him.
Yeah, Schumar going to free fair catch it there. Could have let it maybe go out of bounds, but honestly, at that point, when you're around the 30-yard line, not much difference.
No, it would have been either on the, I think they got it now, on the
27. So
yeah, so about an 8-yard difference right there.
And the R&J Motors drive summary there. We took over after the was that the fumble or no?
Yeah, took over after the fumble and went about a 40-yard drive, give or take. Ritson punching in for his 2nd touchdown of the night after kind of fighting through some arm tackles and spinning his way, as Joe liked to say. Pastor Keybone said he hit the O button there.
Circle?
Circle, sorry.
Shanuel is running for his life as Shea Spencer chases after him. He's going to just throw it away. I was like, "Are you playing with the keyboard and mouse, my friend?"
Hey, I mean, I'm not a gamer.
Not a gamer?
No, never have been.
I was going to say the other iteration I would have accepted is if you're Team Xbox, I guess that would have been the B button instead of the circle. But
I'm an old school Nintendo, so all I needed was an A and a B. Up, down, left, right.
BH start.
Contra.
There we go.
Bah, 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 bah.
We all just showed our age there,
yeah.
buddy.
For the record, I was not born when Contra was being played. I'm just going to say this. But it is a handoff, and Shea Spencer is going to just swing him down. Looks like he was tying hogs out in the rodeo or something there. It looked like
great
number 24, Ben Rogers, is the running back tonight. As
C.J. Bradford is not. Yeah.
T.J. Bradford tonight.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Probably not a bad idea. Like I said, I think it was an ankle. Maybe somebody said. I can't remember.
Kind of keep him healthy for those district games.
Yep. For those that don't know, we've talked about it a lot on the broadcast in the past, but non-district doesn't matter in Oklahoma high school football. Like I said, I mean, all that matters is your district record and points allowed and given up and things like that. So I'm going to take a quick timeout right here, so we'll take it with him. You're watching Elgin Owl football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton Community Health Center's high-quality health care is convenient to wherever you are in the region. We're here for you, whether it's our main clinic on Southwest Lee Boulevard or any of our other locations in Lawton. LCHC has additional clinics in Marlow, Comanche, Cache, Medicine Park, Apache, Elgin, and Burns Flat, with more on the way. Enjoy peace of mind knowing quality care from experienced providers is always available. LCHC, your hometown healthcare.
All right.
2:43 left to go in the first quarter, and same song, different verse. Elgin off to possibly the start of another blowout. We still got plenty of football remaining, but off to a heck of a start. 3rd and 12 now as Newcastle backed up at their own 25. Shane has 4 wide, 1 running back in his right pocket. He's going to fake the jet sweep. Shea Spencer chasing after him. He's going to Houdini his way out of that one. He's going to throw it toward the sideline, and that is going to be incomplete. Another 4th down upcoming for Newcastle.
Yeah, Shea's been back there all night, but just hasn't been able to get his paws on him. But great job there by pressure. I mean, like I said, even though you don't get the sack, getting that pressure right there, I mean, forces everything out of the pocket. And like I said, I mean, he's not very good on the run and things, so good job.
I know it's too early, but do you think I like to think that Shea's motivation for playing so well so far tonight is he's heard, Ritson and Adam bragging about being our OSN players of the week.
Yeah, we'll try and
game, and Shea's like, no, Vincent and Glenn, you watch this.
He wants to, he
Boss
wants to get
man
that
has
interview.
been getting after that. Punt is high, a little shorter. Brody's going to call fair catch at about the 45.
Well, the offense will start right here.
Yeah,
offense has done a great job so far. I mean, 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. Doing a good job of mixing it up. I mean, a little bit more in the air tonight than what we're used to seeing.
And one thing to remember with both these teams, but certainly with this Elgin team, these linemen especially, these front 4 guys, they're not taking a break hardly at all. Shea has been chasing
plays.
in the backfield all night, and what is he doing? He's walking. Let's say walking rather than running, but he's back out there on the field with those guys. I mean,
yeah, they do a great job though. Miss Ashley does a great job of kind of getting those guys water in between those breaks and things like that. I mean, they conserve those 30 seconds that they have in between kind of possessions and things like that. Do a great job.
The athletic training program has been in such good hands with her after the loss of Big Dan. A pass out down the middle. Kason Meyer streaking down the middle, and he's brought down to about the 24-yard line.
Great throw right there, kind of 4 verticals right there. Read that middle safety and decided to go to Kason right there and had to make that hole shot and throw it right on the line, as you can see right here from our Southwest Bedliners.
Those last 2 balls were from Trace are really good.
Yeah. And that was one thing that they got to work on there. In a deep cover 3, and when teams play that deep cover 3 as a quarterback, you got to love it because those seams are wide open, and he's doing a good job of hitting those like I said, not putting air under some of those deep balls and hitting them on the line.
3
Going
receivers,
right back to it.
And he's going to throw it across the middle. Woo! Kason Meyer again. LG touchdown.
2 weeks in a row, both Meyer boys into the end zone.
And it looks like
running away from each other.
And Ritson are trying. They got their own little celebration dance. I guess it helps when you live with your handshake, buddy. You have time to practice that. The Ritson
same play, just
combination.
Just opposite side. That time they did it from a 3 receiver look to a trip side rather than a 2x2 side. So great job though with a nice throw and catch, and Kason making that man miss and getting in the end zone. That makes it 28-0. 2:04 left to go in the first quarter. You're watching Elgin Owl football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. We also provide residential trash services for Lawton's outlying communities. We've got a solution for small businesses, contractors, construction companies, and everybody in between. We're a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. Waste Solutions.
.204 remaining, still in the first quarter of this game on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Our score is 28-0, not 2-0, but it is 28-0, and that is a Wayne's driving kickoff. That is dropped.
We got it.
Picked up.
Number 28 right there.
That is number 28, Sam Jokna.
Great job right there, coverage. Wasn't able to field it on that Wayne's driving kickoff.
You know, on that one, I think he was worried about that last one that would have went out of bounds, and he's thinking, and then he just kind of took his focus off the football.
Yeah, so it gives offense right back, the ball right back on about the 30 going in.
Probably mentioned it before, but
Trace has got to get his rib protector up and zipped
flak
up.
Jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of tight receivers to the bottom, and they are both going in motion. This might be similar to the play that we ran earlier.
Yeah. See if Ritson goes in motion
Ritson
here.
Again. They're not going to, but he's going to throw it to the seam again. It is picked off, though. Looks like Shanuel back there, actually. The quarterback turned linebacker, and he is swung down and decapitated by Ritson Meyer.
Yeah, I went to the well one too many times right there. Like I said, good job of that safety kind of reading it. Also plays quarterbacks that kind of knew what the quarterback was thinking right there. Trace's first interception on the year.
I'm probably going to butcher this, but what's the old phrase? First time, fool me once.
Yeah. Shame on me, fool me twice. Shame. Yeah, I'm butchering it too. But I know where you were going with that.
I'll have my sister. My sister was an English major. I'll have her. She probably knows.
She can tune in at halftime and let us know what's going on.
She's not watching. Let's be honest. 1st and 10 from the 40.
He's got to go out one play.
Oh, yeah.
His helmet.
Coaches are on it.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're going to bring out, I believe it's going to be Schumard, and if I'm not mistaken, or are they bringing
number 14?
Yeah, so one of the Schumards. I believe they have two Schumards. Yep. Alec is 13. Ashton is 14.
Looks like 8's going to go to quarterback.
Okay, so they are sending Caden Longman. If I'm not mistaken, there's another Schumard that had been their quarterback
I think previously,
years. And it is going to be a throw, and it is going to be incomplete. That was just in front of Schumard.
Good job of Hunter Jackson right there, reading the play and getting his paw on it.
Yeah, I believe it was
one or two more steps. He might have been able to pick six that one.
Yeah, you got Alec, Ashton. I believe the other one was, I'd have to check with our own Josh Calloway, but I believe it was Andrew had been there.
He had been their quarterback for a while.
He's been very good, but they obviously like what they have in Shanuel. And he is now back in the game. 1:47, clock stopped after that incomplete pass. So, first quarter within 2 minutes of being done in that pop pass there.
Shea Spencer there. Looks like Philip Peebushy was also there. Third down. If you can hear it from our crowd mic.
The dulcet tones of one Chief Williams. So 1:24 and counting.
My little one was giving us some love up here in the stand, in the press box.
And he's going to be chased down, brought down by a whole parliament of Owls.
Yeah, it looks like Kobe Morton was in there from a linebacker spot. Braxton Antuna's getting up, Shea Spencer, Philip Peebushy. Kind of everybody was back there all at once, but looks like Kobe had his arm around him first. And
again, I just have
Shea
to
got in
compliment
there as
not
well.
Just the defense, but compliment the eyesight of one Vincent Saylor, because I could not see from here. I saw the 5, and I was going to assume it was Peebushy, but yeah, I didn't see Kobe in there. But yeah, Kobe Morton absolutely was the one who I believe was the last.
The eyesight led to good quarterback plays. What I like to think.
Maybe that's why I wasn't good at baseball. hand-eye coordination, I know, has it. 4th and 17. We're going to see if they let 3, 2, 1 on the play clock. And
Nice
it's going
punt
to be
right there.
punted away. Brody's just going to let that one bounce. And, man, I don't know if he should have, because that is going to go inside the 10, inside the 5, roll all the way down to the 1-inch line where it is down.
Yeah.
It looks like number 21, Preston Spagnetti, downed it.
9 seconds left to go here in your first quarter. Probably one play, and then we'll switch.
Yeah.
We switch ends of the field.
And at this point, you're just trying to get out of the shadow of your own goal.
Yeah, when you're this deep, we talk about it sometimes on the broadcast, but when you're this deep, your goal is to get at least 2 first downs, kind of flip that field position. Obviously, you want to score every drive if possible, but at the end of the day, all you really want to do is kick on the end of every drive, whether it be an extra point, whether it be a field goal and or a punt, so that way you're not giving the ball back to the defense. So like I said, and when you're this far backed up, like I said, a lot of times what your goal is to get 2 first downs, so that way if you do have to punt it away, you're flipping that field position. Maybe go deep right here.
I don't know. They got him in the pistol, and it's going to be a handoff to Meyer. Meyer's going to squeeze through a small hole in the line and going to be brought down. He at least got past the about 5-yard line. So that is going to do it for the first quarter. You are watching Elgin Out Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
They say the best way to be a good neighbor is to know your neighbors and give a little help when they need it. And when you need a little, you can find help at Ace Hardware in Elgin. Not only do they offer everything from grills to flowers, paint, hardware, and tools, they offer experience to help guide you through the process. And they're happy to take the time to make sure you can do it right. Ace Hardware of Elgin. They're more than just a hardware store. They're your neighbors. Ace Hardware, 7796 Highway 277 in Elgin.
We are back as Elgin leads Newcastle 28-0 to start the second quarter. And our second quarter sponsor is brought to you by Ace Hardware Comanche Home Center, your local Ace Hardware. Remember that Ace is the place for the helpful hardware folks. 7796 U.S. Highway 277 in Elgin. Over 50 years of experience in the lumber industry and materials.
There goes Tiny.
Tuna has some room. He's to the 30. He's swung down at about the 38.
Yeah, big job right there. Big running behind his pads, and good job of blocking by the offensive line, creating a big hole. And
foolish me trying to do the long run of that ad read. Should have known that Tiny was
quick
going
strike.
that Tiny was going to kind of take off.
Southwest Bedliners instant replay there for you. Brings up a first down. Gotten out of the shadows of our own goal post. Tiny's still in. Looks like Corday's down the far receiver over here.
Looks like they've got about one safety up as it's going to be a handoff. And Tuna is going to follow his blocks. Yeah. Runs into Ogamoro and a few other Newcastle racers. That was led by, looked like Barker and Longman on the tackle.
Yeah, probably a little bit of miscommunication there between Trace and Corday. After the play, Trace was kind of getting Corday and kind of, hey, you know, this is the route. This is what something happened there in the makeup of the play. But good job of Trace, kind of showing Corday, hey, this is what you need to run in this play. As a senior leader and things, captain, you got to kind of teach some of those young kids. Corday hasn't played much football yet so far in his Elgin career, so good job of Trace right there coaching them on the field during the play.
2nd and 5 from the 44. It's going to go out to Adam Eaton. Eaton has some room. He's got a first down and more, down to about the 41-yard line of Newcastle.
Great job right there by Josh Adesolo on the outside of blocking and allowing Adam to catch that ball and run upfield for the big first down.
It's
puts it on our side of the 50.
Yeah, 40-yard line.
10:30 and counting.
So the Racer defense really been put on their heels all night, and Elgin's trying to add to this already large lead before halftime. Laura's going to throw. Quick dart across the middle, and he was trying to find Eaton. I don't know if there just wasn't good communication there.
Yeah, kind of tight coverage right there. Tried to sneak it in and wasn't able to get it there, so brings up a 2nd and long. Said try and get some positive yards on first down. We've done a good job of that so far this year. Not too often are we in these 2nd and longs. Talk about it all the time. Like I said, when we got those 2nd and shorts, it allows the whole playbook to be open and stay ahead of the chains.
2nd and 10 from the pistol. It's going to be a handoff. Meyer is going to break free, and he's got about 7 yards, maybe 6, and we're going to see a 3rd down situation.
Yeah, Ritson does a good job like that on all of his runs right there. He's kind of spinning and twisting and always kind of lands forward, gets hit. When he gets hit, he always kind of gets those extra 2 or 3 yards if he doesn't break the tackle. Kind of has that good forward lean that you look for in running backs.
Adam Eaton comes out of the game. As you mentioned, Corday Ritchie down at the bottom of your screen. We're also going to see
3rd and short right here. Probably 2 downs to pick up if you don't get it right here.
Jackson Sutherland lined up as a blocking tight end. Meyer is going to push forward. Oh, man, that is going to be really close.
It looks like he's
what kind
slightly
of spot
short.
They gave him.
Yeah, kind of gave him come up a little bit short. Looks like he needs to get right to that 30, so about a yard short, but going to go with some tempo right here, probably run the same play. Run right behind that big left side of the offensive line. Nope, going to run to the right, but still picks up the 1st down. On a big positive yard run right there, jumping over some people.
And a reminder that you can watch this game. We want to thank you, first of all, for watching the Oklahoma Sports Network. You can watch it on the app for either iPhone or Android. You can watch it on your Roku, Fire Stick, Apple TV. We've got our website, oksportsnet.com, or on YouTube. Sometimes we broadcast games live on Facebook as well.
We are everywhere.
Everywhere. We are always
going.
Watching. Yes. Handoff up the middle, Ritson Meyer. And just a reminder that we've got, what are we up to, about 13 or 14 member schools? I'm trying to remember now.
Yeah, 11 or 12. Yeah, I can't think off the top of my head.
We
had
added
Jones this year. So we're now in the
one of our member schools in playing one of the Rising Eagle Brewery Red Zone, as I mentioned during the last game.
Those guys do a good job over there.
Probably
have the game on right now.
Have a really
Find
cool
your new favorite
atmosphere.
dish at Rising Eagle with wings to sandwiches, great tasting burgers, salads, to the famous brick oven pizza and brownies. Commerce Drive in Elgin. Why not give them a try today?
And it's going to be a little pass play to Ritson Meyer, who's just throwing people off. Get off, son! Down to about the 3-yard line go Ritson Myers. There's a reason why I know last year I said I couldn't come up with a good nickname for him. I feel like Beastmaster stuck because he's just an absolute beast.
And I mean, 2 years state champion wrestler as a freshman and sophomore. So right there, you kind of saw some of that wrestling.
I think
strength.
my first encounter with Ritson was that
Ardmore
Ardmore game 2 years ago when Matt Lund was hurt.
Yeah.
Ritson goes in and plays on his birthday. I interview him, and they go, "Oh, he just turned 16." I was like, "I didn't look like that at 16. I don't look like that now." Ritson Meyer is going to bulldoze his way in. That is an Elgin Owl touchdown.
Woo! Ritson's 3rd touchdown of the night, lined up in that big jumbo package that we have, and Southwestern Bedliners replay. Going to get on in there.
Yeah, just bulldozed his way in there, just bullied his way in there.
Well, it's kind of fitting for the way that last run ended. So
yeah.
It's his 3rd touchdown of the night.
Delgado with the hold of Trace Laura. Kick is up, and kick is good. So with 7:40 remaining in our first quarter, Owls 35, Racers 0. You're watching Owl Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
They say the best way to be a good neighbor is to know your neighbors and give a little help when they need it. And when you need a little, you can find help at Ace Hardware in Elgin. Not only do they offer everything from grills to flowers, paint, hardware, and tools, they offer experience to help guide you through the process. And they're happy to take the time to make sure you can do it right. Ace Hardware of Elgin. They're more than just a hardware store. They're your neighbors. Ace Hardware, 7796 Highway 277.
.40 remaining in the first half of this one, and it has been all Elgin all night. 35-0 our score as the Owls get ready for another Wayne's drive-in kickoff. Come on, everybody, let's go to Wayne's. 2 locations in Lawton, Cash Road and Sheridan. I tend to go to the Cash Road one because
I tend to go to the Sheridan one.
Well, I live about half a mile away, and I'm very lazy.
And
so
my office is about a half a mile
that's
away.
That's true. Yeah, there you go.
From the Sheridan one. So there
Long
you go.
kick, and it is caught at about the 9-yard line and brought down at about the 25-yard line. So the R&J Motors drive recap.
Yeah, 99-yard drive.
99 yards. Or as, again, showing our age, one Don Meredith would say 99 yards and a half. Because it was from about the half-yard line.
It sure was. And
no Tony Dorsett 99-yard run, but, man, that was those drives are the ones that will break the will of a team. And we have not even gotten the teams back out here for the offensive play, but we already have a flag.
Joe, what you got down there?
I was just going to say he was jawing with one of the Elgin guys. The referee was trying to get him away, and I guess he just wouldn't stop. But anyways, what I was going to say is as I strolled back down this way, I talked to Mr. Joey Goodman. And he told me that Newcastle, by his stats, has a currently 1 yard of offense so far this game.
Wow. And that's why Joey gets paid big bucks, man.
We will check
Nothing
that.
Like I tried to be good at taking stats when I worked at the Constitution, but
there's an art to it.
It is hard, and nobody does it quite like Joey Goodman. It helps when you've done it for about 30-some-odd years, but, yeah, Joey is an artist at that. But, Joe, I did want to give credit. I didn't catch her name, but at the shoe store a couple weeks ago had a nice young lady buy shoes from us, and I said, "Oh, you need these for work?" She goes, "Yeah, I'm on my field." What do you do? She goes, "Oh, I work at Wayne's." I said, "Well, tell your boss that he does a pretty good job." And she was like, "Oh, we're pretty fond of him. He treats us good." And I said, "Yeah, I bet he paid you to say that, though."
Pay him to say that.
There you go. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. 1st and 10 from the 13. So they are backed up there. They're going to move a guy in motion. Shanuel is going to look. He's got some pressure, but he gets out of it. He throws
a little high right there
on the pass play. He was trying to aim for Corbin Brewer. That's the first time we've heard Brewer's name tonight, and it looks.
Yeah, had some time right there for the first time.
Brewer's
defensive line wasn't able to get in there, but great job on the back end by the coverage. Not able to find anybody.
Looks like we're getting those two-way guys some rest.
We are right here. Looks like Tristan Kephardt's still in there, but Hudson Begley is out there giving Jace a little bit of a breather. Looks like
the defensive
New
backfield
is out
looks
there
like
as well.
The same, but
Kaysen is in there for Ritson.
Yeah, and it's going to be a keeper
there
up the middle on that read option, and Colin Donnelly hammers Shanuel rather.
Yeah, good job right there of Hudson Begley from his nose tackle position, kind of holding him up there in case, and Colin Donnelly cleans it up as he so normally does. But yeah, you got 7 minutes left to go. Having a little problem with our time clock today. We maybe have it up for you in the second half. If not, we'll kind of keep up with that
Producer
time for
Chris
you.
is shaking his head feverishly. Whether he is laughing at it out of sheer horror or thinks it's funny, or both. Sometimes laughing is the only way we don't cry. And Shanuel is going to get out of the pocket. Philip Peebushy hammers him. Woo! Phil!
Great job of pursuit right there, coming from his left linebacker spot. Not giving up on the play and getting a big hit. As you see right
on
here.
The Southwest Bedliner, man, that is just textbook.
Yeah,
that is the type of stuff that you see from guys like Reggie White and DeMarcus Ware and TJ Watt. That is how they teach you to pursue.
And if those stats were correct, they're now at -4 total offense.
Hey, that
Thanks,
sounds
Joe.
like music to our ears up here.
We'll get some additional stats from David at halftime.
That's the kind of math that leads to you owning your own local fast food franchise. Or just inheriting it from the family. I don't know. One or the other.
Counting pennies.
Yeah. It's going to be a punt out of his own end zone. That is going to be high and short.
Peter, get away.
They are going to let that one bounce, and that is going to be at the 23-yard line. Couldn't have asked for much better result than that if you are the Owls. So they're going to take over with about 5:38 to go before halftime. Elgin leading 35-0. Try and put this puppy way out of reach before Newcastle even knows what's hit him. Keep in mind that if you have our app or if you have our website handy, we got several other games going on some of our other networks, or other channels, rather.
Cash was traveling, I think, to Sulphur today.
Yeah. Del City's beating Midwest City. Those are two of our Mid-Del schools.
Yeah.
Carl Albert playing Stillwater in possibly the game of the week in Oklahoma. And we're going to see a little swing pass to Antuna. Tiny is going to be brought down at about the 25, but there's going to be a penalty flag.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting with this one is on. Maybe a block in the back or something. I don't know. It kind of came from the back. Yep. Joe, did you see?
It was on the two-hand push in the back. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Joe, you got a big one tomorrow. What, Chickasha? Little League's playing Chickasha, I think.
They're all big for us.
Coming on down. Joe's leading the fourth grade team. His son is doing a good job at the quarterback spot for that team. First and second graders are off to a 2-0 start.
Heck yeah.
Cheerleaders are doing a wonderful job.
Cheerleaders are always undefeated, I feel like. They do.
I don't know. That first and second grade coach is pretty tough. She always comes on.
I have no comment.
She always comes on complaining about something.
It's going to be a pass. Laura looking down the sideline, Eaton, and it is picked off. Again, similar situation, read very well. And that is going to be Longman. He is bringing it out to about the 30 to the 40. He's going to be brought down finally at about the 42. So,
yeah, second pick of the night right there. Kind of like a little wheel route. Decided maybe made his mind up before to throw it to Adam, but decent coverage right there and good job of intercepting the ball.
Defense did a good job of reading the eyeballs of Trace Laura. But
Trace will learn from that one. Like I said, It's not a district game. He'll learn from it. He's done a great job all night up until that point.
From up here, seeing the conversation he's having with offensive assistant Ryan Breeze, they seem to be kind of on the same page. They were both nodding at each other.
It kind of was coming right at me. It kind of looked like that same one to Ritson, where if you'd thrown a little bit more on the line, it might have been a little bit better.
Yeah,
but
right there with that.
Hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah, with that safety over top like that, that's when the old back shoulder throw comes into play. You want to throw it on a line at his back shoulder, so that way it's either him catches it or nobody catches it. But he decided to put a little bit of air under it and let that safety get over top of it.
Shanuel has nobody to throw to, so he's going to run and he's going to get out of bounds. Again, tool-wise, I think it's Shanuel is one of those prototypical, what's the phrase, first guy off the bus type of guys. If you look at a 6'5", 230 quarterback, you're like, oh, that's what I want my quarterbacks to look like. But when the offense, when they cover your guys downfield and you hold on to the ball as long as he has, I don't know if they've really gotten much going passing yardage-wise tonight. We'll hear more from David Dillingham or maybe even Joey Goodman at some point tonight in terms of the stats. But I really haven't had to worry about the pass a whole lot tonight. So it's going to be a pass high over the outstretched hands.
Yeah, that was kind of one of those RPO options right there, kind of fake the dive and try and get that quick slant route. As the linebackers pull up on that dive, you want to try and get it right over top of them.
And honestly, it looked like that dive would have went for 3 or 4.
And I don't know if that's a pure read or if it's predetermined. But like I said, he's faking that dive and he's trying to hit that slant route right behind the linebackers and right in front of the corner that's covering him there. Third and medium here.
Trips to the right. Shanuel's going to throw a quick screen. He's got Longman. Longman's got a holding penalty against his wide receiver, and so this one's going to come back. It looked like
Bryce
Evan
Martin was
Barker.
out. Bryce Martin was out there fighting to try and get through that, and when you're out there on that island as a receiver, I mean, you get those hands on the outside, it's pretty easy to see, and kind of had Bryce around that shoulder pad, so negates probably their biggest play of the night. Bryce usually does a pretty good job of fighting through those, has done at least so far this year, fighting through those and getting into those quick screens, and him and Hunter and Brody do a good job of, like I said, kind of fighting through those, and then Brody and Hunter at that point need to flow to the ball and able to get those big tackles. So now it brings up a 3rd and 15, and this is where defense likes to keep them.
The 38-yard line. 4.5 minutes. The clock is running now after that penalty and that play, so that backs him up. He's got Longman going in motion, and here comes Ritson Meyer with the quarterback sack. Not much the young man can't do.
No, I mean, three TDs so far today. Now he's got a sack, and looks like him and Coach Hill. Coach Hill might have worked on his vertical during the offseason.
It's the beard, man.
Yeah, because last year he tried that one time and maybe got over a piece of paper, but this week looks like maybe a shoebox.
You know, he's going to come back and listen to this, and he's going to come find you.
Oh, yeah. No, we will definitely listen to it tonight, and he will have something to say. No doubt about it.
4th and 21.
3:45 left to go in the second quarter. I got to remember that.
Yeah. So
remember to go hide in the corner.
Yeah. Coach Hill, though, does a great job with those linebackers and running backs, and also is our strength and conditioning guy. Vital part to the staff. And does a great job in the offseason. Oh, let's see what Brody can do right here.
Put on some Dante Hall, Deion Sanders action. Got some great blocking from Colin Donnelly. And he's going to redirect his way all the way down to about the 30. Man, talk about pulling the rabbit out of the hat.
And that's why you put Brody back there. Like I said, I mean, one of the big things coming into this year was how can we get the ball in his hands more? And he said hasn't had the opportunity much on punts, but right there did a good job of showing his athleticism. And what can you say about Colin leading him out front there with that big block as well?
Brody's one of those guys, and this just goes to show you how poisoned by fantasy football I've been. He is essentially your flex. You just want to get the ball in his hands as many ways as possible, as many yards and points.
Jackson Sutherland in there at tight end at the moment.
Yeah, and it looks like Corday is down here. And he's going to be a handoff to Ritson Meyer. Running angry up the middle is Ritson Meyer. He's going to cut back. Woo! He runs over a referee. That is an Elgin House touchdown.
Woo! Ritson's 4th of the night.
Little handshake with the band members afterwards, too.
34-yard touchdown for big number 34. Doing a good job of running away from some defenders.
You know, we've seen the defenders run away from him. We also saw the referee run away from him. It was like, no. Looks like the running of the Bulls in Pamplona.
4 touchdowns for Ritson, 1 by Kaysen, so 5 for the Myers tonight so far. Makes it 41-0 here with 3:07 left to go in the second quarter.
Ritson goes directly to the bench to get a well-needed rest. Kick is up and good from Delgado. So with 3 and change left to go, 42-0 our score. Elgin leads Newcastle. You're watching Elgin Now Football on OSN, the Oklahoma Sports Network. Welcome back to the Nest in Elgin. 3:07 left to go in the first half. Another Wayne's driving kickoff. Come on, everybody.
Let's go to Wayne's.
Adon Delgado going to boot it away, and he's going to backpedal, bring it out about the 3. He's going to juke, shuffle, and be brought down at about the 15-yard line. Great play there.
Want to give a quick shout out to, not sure if they're still watching or not, but I think they were going to be watching from the back porch tonight. But big happy birthday out there to 11-year-old McKinley King. Her birthday today, turning 11. So McKinley, if you're watching, happy birthday there, dear. K5 Doors.
Okay.
They will be our player of the game sponsor, I believe.
That's right. Yeah.
Ethan King and those guys do a great job, not only with the K5 Doors, but also Shade Doctor as well. So, McKinley, happy birthday, baby.
3:01 to go. 1st and 10 from the 16 for the Racers. It's going to be handoff up the middle, and he's going to finally be brought down at about the 21-yard line. That was, once again, Ben Rogers. Rogers filling in for Bradford. And then we're going to see, I believe, Longman and Austin Collins come back in. And Shanuel is actually going to come out. So they're going to bring in Longman at that QB position like we saw him earlier. It wasn't clear to me what happened to Shanuel there, but he comes off the field.
2:17 and counting in your Ace Hardware second quarter.
It's going to be Rogers met by Shea Charles Spencer. The boss man said, no, you don't. We also want to not forget our R&J Motors scoring recap. That touchdown run there by Ritson Meyer.
34-yard touchdown by big number 34. See if little Jensen can get in the end zone tomorrow and make it a trifecta for the Meyer brothers.
Oh, my gosh. There's more of them?
Yes, there's one on the second grade team.
Is he more buff than I am, too?
Yes, Glenn, he is.
Okay, well.
Sorry, brother.
That's fair. All of them. So 3rd and 4 now from the 22-yard line. He is going to be swallowed up by Jace Williams.
Yeah, just a quick little quarterback draw right there. Good job of Phillip. Peebushi getting in there unblocked and getting his hand on him. And Jace was able to finish it off. Going to punt it away right here with 1:09 left. See if Brody can maybe do a little something else with it.
Yeah, Brody did such a good job last time. And to kind of
stick with us at halftime. We'll have the band for you. These guys do a great job all year, but really put on a great performance here at halftime. So we'll have those guys for you at the Corey Eastlick halftime show.
Last man coming out onto the field for Newcastle's punt team, and
delay a game.
It's going to be delay a game, yeah, unless they call the timeout first. But yeah, it is delay a game.
And I think part of that was to just kind of run that clock.
Looked like their coach standing right next to the referee wanting to do it, but he just didn't.
Yeah. I mean, just let it. I mean, it's 35 seconds left. I mean, you probably another 5, maybe 10 seconds runs off of this, and see if the Owls maybe take one shot before halftime. If not, I think they'll be perfectly fine going in 42-0 at halftime.
High snap. Punt is away. Morrison is going to call a fair catch and receive it at about the 43-yard line. So,
see what the Owls decide to do right here. They've got, I think we've used one timeout, so I think we might have 2 left. So not often during you get a 2-minute drive in a game situation, so might not be a bad idea to kind of see what you can do. I mean, I know it's 42-0 and things like that. I mean, it's no. And I think Coach Wyatt would explain that to Coach Brickman. You know, not that we're trying to run a score up or anything,
exactly.
But this is a great opportunity for us to work on something like that if they decide to. I mean, it wouldn't shock me either to hand the ball off to Tiny and see if he can make something happen. If not, just go on into the halftime at 42-0.
So pistol formation, and it is going to be a handoff to Antuna. Braxton is going to be brought down at about the 38-yard line by a couple of Newcastle racers.
And that'll take it.
That will probably be the last play of our first half in our Comanche Home Center Ace Hardware second quarter. So it would be 2nd and 5, but I think they're going to let this go. So through 2 quarters of football, Elgin dominating Newcastle. Owls lead 42-0.
We're going to stick around right here, try and get Coach Wyatt here at halftime with Joe.
Coach, quite a performance in the first half after an off week. Take the ball and do a lot of damage.
Yeah, really proud of what we did right there. You never know coming off a week off, but, man, we were ready to play, and that's what I like to see coming out in the first half.
Well, y'all did something right about keeping them crisp, so good luck second half.
Thanks, Joe.
All right, that's going to be Coach Wyatt. So with the Owls up 42-0 here at halftime, we're going to take a quick break before we get back to the Corey Eastlick halftime show. You're watching Elgin Owl football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Through hours for the most part. We just play commercials because so play like 2.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience.
No, we're gonna play hours.
Yeah. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Paris Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Bar S, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Bar S Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Check out the all-new Blue Teak store located off State Highway 17 in Elgin. They have an amazing selection of pre-loved name brand men's, women's, and children's clothing and jewelry, including a large selection of sterling silver. They also have new home decor, comforter sets, candles, toys, and over 50 flavors of Jordan Skinny syrups in stock. Whether it's for yourself or giving the perfect gift, Blue Teak, open Wednesday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. off State Highway 17 in Elgin.
Step into the best chapter of your life, one with rheumatology care from a provider who focuses on your well-being and getting you back to what matters most. Dr. Shahzad is dedicated to building long-lasting relationships based on trust and medical integrity with every single patient. Schedule your telemedicine appointment today. Don't let rheumatoid arthritis or other inflammatory conditions stop you from enjoying life. MMG, the power of many for the benefit of one.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Lawton Fort Sill Regional Airport, just 1 mile to anywhere, offering non-stop service to Dallas-Fort Worth. Fast, friendly, and convenient without all the hassles. Easy parking, and with close proximity to your arrivals and departures, all in their newly renovated terminal. Here to there in just 1 mile. To book your mile to anywhere destination from LAW, log on to AA.com. or call 800-433-7300. Scott's House of Flowers in Elgin has been proud to serve Elgin and the surrounding area with a wide variety of flowers and gifts for all occasions. Come see them for great gift ideas, including the exclusive Tyler candles. And who couldn't resist Sweet Shop USA, featuring handmade grand truffles. Scott's House of Flowers, just off Highway 277 in Elgin. Delivery available, or stop by for easy pickup. Phone 492-4880. Scott's House of Flowers.
Landmarks. They stand as symbols, reminding us of history and moments that shape our lives. We create our own landmarks. At Becker Raybon Funeral Home, we understand the importance of honoring these moments. Let our compassionate team help you celebrate the life and legacy of your loved one. Offering a range of services to honor the stories that matter most, we believe that every life leaves a mark that deserves to be cherished and remembered. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, honoring the landmarks of your life.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs, we make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
When it comes to your health, you want and deserve the best. You want a hospital with the highest quality scores in the region and one that provides safe, excellent care. Southwestern Medical Center has been a part of this community for 115 years and has a history of delivering compassionate, skilled healthcare to Lawton and Fort Sill. Choose the hospital that has always put the health of this community first. Southwestern Medical Center. Be well. Live well. That's why we're here.
All right, well, so welcome back to the Nest as the Newcastle band is clearing off the field. We welcome you back to the halftime band sponsor, Corey Eastlick Farmers Insurance, as your local farmers agent right next to the All-American Bank. She can help customers like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits your needs. This process is straightforward and personalized to help make you smarter about insurance. With 18 years experience in the industry, she has the knowledge, tools to help you better understand your coverage options, whether that's auto, home, life, renters, business insurance, and more. Give her a call today at 850-580-492-5547. So we're going to leave it here and allow you to hear and watch the great Elgin band. We'll be back. You're watching Elgin Isle football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Enjoy your marching band sponsor, Corey Esick, Farmers Insurance.
Elgin High School proudly presents the Pride of Elgin Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Mike Palmer, Marydale Covell, Shayla Palmer, and Jessica Piercy. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Peyton Deal, Celeste Passy, and Sadie Scott. The 2024 marching show program is entitled The Music of Beauty and the Beast and includes the selections of Prologue, Bella, Gaston, and Be Our Guest, and Beauty and the Beast. Drum majors Peyton Dill, Celeste Passy, and Sadie Scott. Is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, Elgin High School proudly presents your 7-time OSSAA State Sweepstakes award-winning band, the Pride of Elgin Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it one more time for the Pride of Elgin marching band.
How about that Pride of Elgin? We want to thank Corey Eastlick for being our marching band halftime sponsor. Call her today at 580-492-5547. So we're going to take a quick break. Going to take that 2-minute extra time right here. So we're going to take a quick break. It's 42-0 at halftime. Your Elgin Owls are leading. You're watching Elgin Owl football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to your health, you want and deserve the best. You want a hospital with the highest quality scores in the region and one that provides safe, excellent care. Southwestern Medical Center has been a part of this community for 115 years and has a history of delivering compassionate, skilled health care to Lawton and Fort Sill. Choose the hospital that has always put the health of this community first. Southwestern Medical Center. Be well. Live well. That's why we're here.
You owe Chicago an apology.
Tavern style pizza is our thing. Why couldn't you be happy with deep dish like all the tourists?
That's good. And you just had to make it so crispy and delicious.
It's perfection.
They put the toppings all the way to the edge.
It's cut in the shareable square.
That's delicious.
What's your deal, Pizza Hut?
Your secret's out, Chicago. Try any of our large Chicago tavern-style recipes for just $12 each.
Hey, Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Sorry, Chicago. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Apology accepted.
Are you prepared for summer? We are.
Keep your air conditioner ready with the Miller Noble Heating and Air Maintenance Plan. We service all makes and models from Bryant, Carrier, and Lennox. Just need a repair? We can do that. Can't pay for it all at once? We offer financing plans too. Is it time to replace your old system? We offer free estimates on new systems. Click or call today and stay comfortable with Miller Noble Heating and Air.
At Billingsley Ford, we pride ourselves on the integrity and transparency of our pricing. The price you see is the price you pay. As your hometown Ford dealer, that's the way it should be.
I'm Grant Billingsley, and that's the Billingsley way.
Bring home the win at Billingsley Hyundai with huge savings every day from our massive inventory of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Come by today and see how we can help find a winning deal for you with America's best warranty. Now that's the Billingsley way.
The heart of Oklahoma, where your home isn't just a place, it's your peace. At Century Roofing, we understand the importance of protecting your peace. We're experts in roofing technology, techniques, and customer service because we care about Oklahoma and we care about you. At Century Roofing, we combine quality craftsmanship and exceptional service because your home deserves the best. Century Roofing, staying on guard for Oklahoma.
We're back on Oklahoma Sports Network. The second half getting ready to go here in moments. Elgin leads Newcastle 42-0. The Owls trying to close out non-district unbeaten once again. And Vincent, you got some stats for us.
Yeah, I do have some stats. Overall, I mean, what can you say? I mean, great job by the offense, great job by the defense, special teams as well. Do have those 2 turnovers that we would like to get back, but outside of that, pretty flawless first half, 42-0. Owls have 400 yards of total offense. And the Newcastle Racers have 2 yards of total offense. So that kind of explains where we are right now. But Ritson has 112 on the ground with 4 touchdowns. Also has 68 yards receiving. So he's doing a great job again of just kind of keeping those yards and keeping everything going. Tiny has 5 rushes for 76 yards and a touchdown as well, Braxton Antuna. Trace is 11 for 16 for 212 yards, the 1 touchdown, but 2 interceptions. Brody has 2 catches for 68 yards, and Kaysen has 3 catches for 57 and that 1 touchdown. So, like I said, I mean, Ritson's having a great game, doing everything both on the ground and through the air. Also did a great job, had a sack earlier in the game as well. So he's having a really good game. Like I said, Trace is having a very good game. Probably wants those 2 throws back, but something that he can learn from here. And the defense, what can you say? I mean, 2 yards of total offense and a half is phenomenal. So looking forward to a good second half. Not sure how we're going to play this second half, if they're going to have the running clock or not. But it's 42-0 here for your Elgin Owls, and we're getting ready for the Wayne's drive-in kickoff. Come on, everybody. Let's go to Wayne's.
Delgado boots it deep, and it is going to be taken and bounced off the hands of Schumart, and it's going to go out of bounds. So live ball is dead there at the 9. So,
yeah, going to take over at the 9-yard line. Kind of bounced off his face mask there and goes out of bounds.
I know who we're cheering for, guys, but man, if it could go wrong, it has for them.
Yeah, I mean, just out of sorts. Talking to Josh Calloway at halftime, the play-by-play guy for Newcastle. Newcastle is also an OSN school. Talking to Josh there a little bit about the upcoming game tomorrow night. I know he does a lot for OU there with their 24/7 sports guy and all that kind of stuff. So talking to him, and yeah, it just seems out of sorts. I mean, this is not the Newcastle team that they're used to watching, but was very complimentary, obviously, of our boys, and thinks we can potentially go a long way in that for a race.
So 1st and 10 from the 9-yard line. No Shanuel. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. It's going to be Rogers again, and he's going to be swarmed by a whole bunch of Owls.
Go ahead, Joe.
Came close to putting that one on the turf. He was bobbling it as he went through the hole.
And like I said, I mean, not to downplay what Newcastle's got going and things like that. Look for this team to get better as the season goes on. Their best player, T.J. Bradford, is out tonight. Kind of holding him out for precautionary reasons so get him ready for that district play. So obviously their best player's not with them tonight, not playing. He's probably with them, but he's not playing tonight. So like I said, talk about that. That is an important piece to their puzzle, obviously.
Defensive line shifts just a couple of inches. Handoff to Rogers. He is met right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't
like
catch
that was
the number of the car that hit him.
I think that was Jace.
Yeah,
Jace kind of grabbed a grab of him there and threw him back over his shoulder there for a couple yard loss.
Man, similar to what we said earlier about Ritson Meyer, Big 58 is also a state champion wrestler.
Committed to the Naval Academy.
Yep.
So looking forward to watching him on Saturdays here soon.
Good friend of mine from high school is a grad of the Naval Academy. He was certainly excited to hear that they're getting a fine young man and good football player in young Jace Williams. So, bunch of wide receivers. Longman is going to rush, and he's going to be swarmed and brought down. Looks like, was that Hudson Begley? No,
it's Jace
again. Jace, of course, celebrating with number 77, his old pal Shea Spencer. Like I said, those guys are, that group of seniors is really inseparable.
And like you can see right here, kind of grabbed him right around the shoulder pad. I know some people are probably thinking, is that a horse collar or whatnot? Kind of had him by the shirt on the shoulder pad. So got away with didn't have his hands inside there. So good job of Jace right there.
Our third quarter sponsor. Hey, look who it is.
That guy's pretty handsome.
It almost looks like you without a beard. It's Vincent Saylor, State Farm Insurance.
Hey, that guy's pretty handsome. Like I said, I may need to draw a beard on him at some point during the game. But
it is going to be caught. No, it is going to be brought in, and it looks like that is Corday Ritchie. Ritchie's going to dance a little. He's going to be at the 30, 25, pushed out of bounds by a couple of racers. So Corday Ritchie getting his hand on the ball and doing a little bit of magic of his own.
Waving that little baby Caroline right there.
Yeah.
Looks like she's going to head home for the evening.
Caroline Wyatt, it's past her bedtime. It's past my bedtime too, Caroline, but they pay me to do this. So
it's going to get a good field position right here. 9:34 left to go in your Vincent Saylor third quarter. Yeah, call us today, 580-699-2771. We'd love to talk Elgin Owl football, maybe some SEC, LSU Tiger football as well.
Who did the Tigers get this weekend?
The Tigers have UCLA.
Oh.
Yeah, UCLA this weekend.
I was about to say, are they an SEC school? But no, it makes more sense. They're in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Handoff up the middle, and that's Antuna, I believe. Yes, brought down.
And then I'm really going to make a lot of people mad here in Cowboy Country, but who dat?
Oh, okay.
Shout out to the 2-0 New Orleans Saints.
Right at halftime, I asked my dad, I was like, so what do you want to do? Hey, let's leave. Let's go shopping. He did not want to watch any more football.
I watched the whole thing.
Well, good for you. That makes one of us.
Who dat baby?
It made me even more angry that I did not have Alvin Kamara on either of my fantasy teams. That would have been the only silver lining for that whole debacle. So, 2nd and 3 now. They're going to send Case and Meyer in motion.
Trey's still back there at quarterback.
And it's going to be a handoff to Antuna. Good blocking by the right side of that line. Antuna's got some room. He's there for an Elgin touchdown.
Yeah, just an outside zone play right there. One of the keys to the game was see if we can get on the edge, and we've done a great job of it tonight. And that's another touchdown for Tiny Antuna.
And I did not want to forget, we were there at about the 18-yard line, so that was in the Rising Eagle Brewery red zone. Don't want to forget those guys. They do such a good job over there. Really cool atmosphere.
Ran into one of the owners at Hale Bent the other day, getting my hair cut.
Oh, there you go.
Saw Mary Hale was out there watching the game from the friendly confines of her own house tonight. She gave us a shout-out, so I might as well give her a shout-out.
There we go.
Thanks,
Kick
Mary, for watching.
Kick is good. So, with 8:41 to go in the third, it's 49-0 Owls lead. You're watching Elgin Football on Oklahoma Sports Network.
The heart of Oklahoma, where your home isn't just a place, it's your peace. At Century Roofing, we understand the importance of protecting your peace. We're experts in roofing technology, techniques, and customer service because we care about Oklahoma and we care about you. At Century Roofing, we combine quality craftsmanship and exceptional service because your home deserves the best. Century Roofing, staying on guard for Oklahoma.
So, Adon Delgado getting ready to kick it off yet again. How many times have we said that this season? As he is ready to put his foot into it. And it is another Wayne's Drive-In kickoff. Come on, everybody. Let's go to Wayne's.
Yeah, buddy. I mean,
this is
you're getting your money's worth in there, Joe.
Yeah.
That was a good purchase on your end. I mean, now they don't get to see your pretty face like they get to see mine.
That's probably better.
I mean, as long as camera girl Sadie remembers to zoom in on you when you interview Coach Wyatt, we got you covered, man. Don't think you're escaping screen time, Joe.
We're going to give that quick little drive summary for R&J Motors. Call those guys today at 580-492-5900. Your drive summary. 2 plays. 20-something yard touchdown there by Braxton Antuna for his 2nd of the night, 3rd on the year. Braxton, that probably puts Braxton over. Braxton had 76 yards coming in, so that probably puts him over the 100-yard mark. Oh, we got some little visitors in the booth here.
Some of the youth cheerleaders.
My lovely daughters are in the booth
Chase
with us.
Spencer going to chase him down, and he's going to be swallowed up by the big bear.
Great job of following the play.
Now we got a flag. Don't know what that was for at the end.
Yeah, maybe unsportsmanlike or something, but great job of Shea of not giving up on the play and folding back in and getting the big tackle there.
Yeah,
we got Maisie Marley Saylor, Kaylee Anderson in here, enjoying their nice little
the Friday night before they have
frozen things from the concession stand. But yeah, it's going to be unsportsmanlike, going to give them a lot of yardage there, pick up the first down.
Probably the biggest gainer of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking earlier about kind of SEC football and Josh Callaway, doing so much work for the Sooners. Big game here in Red Dirt
Yeah.
Land tomorrow night at the Palace.
Game day there in Norman.
Yeah.
Big Ant, I would imagine, maybe makes the trip up there. Tennessee commit.
I still need to talk to him about my recent visit to Knoxville this past weekend.
Phillip in there.
Yeah, I visited Knoxville, drove by the great Neyland Stadium, and didn't get too close to it, and then we watched.
Cool place to watch a football game. Very, very cool place. Yes.
Okay. Well,
very cool place.
I'm sure at some point I will, now that I have family that lives out there, and I talked to my brother-in-law who isn't a massive football fan, but he's like, dude, we'll go one day.
Gotta do the boat experience.
Yeah, the rivers, the mountains, all that whole deal it's a different kind of town.
Yeah.
It is.
But be prepared. You will get nauseous of Rocky Top.
Oh, but it's the coolest song. It's so much fun. And he is swallowed up.
Yeah, big tackle right there.
I would say which is going to be the more annoying fight song tomorrow night at that game, but I don't want to get yelled at by all of our faithful Crimson and Cream viewers and listeners.
Hey, but there's a huge one in your neck of the woods, though. It's
Stillwater
as well.
Yeah, Stillwater. Utah comes to visit. That should be a pretty big one for Mike Gundy and the boys.
Oklahoma's kind of the mecca of college football this
weekend. Pretty big weekend for Oklahoma, and
down here we got Gabe Rush warming up.
Yeah,
Gabe Rush is warming up.
Yeah, probably see the end of Trace for the evening. Like I said, pretty good game for him. Going to learn from those two picks, but now's as good a time.
Did
Brody come with
Brody
it?
Morrison come away with it. What are they going to say? I haven't
seen a call yet. They're kind of looking at it.
I think they say yes, interception.
I have not seen.
They're talking about it here.
Stripes.
But they got it spotted like it's interception.
It's gonna be if it counts, it'll be Brody's second of the year.
Interception. Brody Morrison died.
It was actually Adesola, who's Josh.
Oh wow!
Okay. Josh.
Speaking of the Adesolas,
Mike's here.
Mike is here. He came up to me before the game. Just such a. We say this a lot, and I know it's a cliche when you talk to these coaches. It's a lot I've covered, and you've been around sports, both of you and Vincent and Joe, but you're around sports a lot. It's great to cover good players, but it's so much more fun when they're great kids.
Yeah.
And Mike just an outstanding person, but also a really good athlete. And I was like, oh, cool. What are you majoring in? Oh, nursing. I was like, well,
it makes sense.
Oh, yeah, way smarter than me. But
and then there's another. Caleb is coming up through
That's
the ranks.
Right.
I think he's on that 8th grade team. The other night had some sacks, I believe, during the game or something. So. Going to hear the Adesola name a little bit longer. Nope, Trace is back in there.
Trace is back in.
Gets it out here to Adam.
Eaton gives a knee to the face to the poor Newcastle Blake Armstead there.
We got 6:35 and counting. We did not have a running clock here in the second half, so stick with us for the entire second half. Next week, we're off to first district game, off to a long road trip. Going to head up to the old in-laws area
of the
world in Woodward, America.
I've got a OSN Woodward story here when we get a second. I've been to Woodward, America once.
I've been several times.
Yeah. Little pop pass to Corday Ritchie. Ritchie is going to dance a little bit. He's going to evade a tackler and then finally be brought down. And that is going to be one of their...
Right there is kind of this reason why you, like I said, that they like what they see from him. He's starting to learn. He's starting to get that. He's only a sophomore. Said getting those big plays on Friday nights and doing a good job of the opportunities that he's given. And like I said, he's dynamic with the ball in his hand. Saw that during the punt return, and then right there, kind of reversing fields and doing a good job.
Trace was trying to be the lead blocker, but he was way past all of them, ready to block way after
Trace
that.
needs to get out of
the way. Now, the roster says that 41 for Newcastle is Matthew Lowe, but there's, I think, a change there.
Yeah, Fletcher,
right.
I think, was the last name.
You even told me that before the game, and I didn't listen to you.
Yep.
Go, Glenn.
Talk to Josh before the game. And
I was going to say, he doesn't look 5'8".
Got it out there to Lohman.
Lohman brought down.
Lohman, like I said, another sophomore that they're really interested
about. I joked with Michael beforehand. I said, Michael, you'll be happy to. And I think anyone that knows Michael, he's one of the most humble people. He does not care about recognition or living rent-free in people's minds. But I was like, does it make you feel good to know that every time we throw to Matthew Lohman, I want to say Michael Adesola? Because I covered you for like 3 years, man. Number 4 was this. You might have well counted 1, 2, 3 Adesola. Like.
You got Mr. Lohman wearing that number now.
Yeah.
Said another great athlete, more of a first year playing football, I believe, a basketball guy. brother, I believe, is playing at Cameron now.
That's right.
That is correct.
But yeah, they like what they see from him as a sophomore. Going to probably play as the season goes on a little bit more. Him and Kaysen kind of rotate at that A-back spot, and said like what they see from him and looking forward to the future.
Whenever you have these families that have multiple siblings that play.
Hold on 1 second. We got a issue with the camera. So hold on 1 second. We will get with Sadie real quick and try and get that back to you. So right now, just kind of stick with us and listen to us.
Radio broadcast style. This is what I went to college for. And it is going to be pistol formation, 2 receivers to the right. Trace Laura is going to roll out, and it's going to be stopped by a penalty flag. We appreciate you hanging with us. We apologize for this, but it's going to be a penalty flag. False start against Elgin. So that's going to back the Owls back up. As we've got
there
it
we
back
go.
now. So.
All right. Hey, you didn't even miss a play, I don't think.
No, not really.
Hey, when you're dealing with live TV, you never know what to expect. Sadie did a good job of getting that back up and running. Sadie does a great job for us up on top of the booth. Sadie Hightower, and then Mr. Val Vance. Chris doing a great job on the computer producing. Got the clock up and running as well, so he's very excited here in the second half.
Never seen somebody take so much pride in what they do.
There goes Tiny again.
Tiny. Swung and brought down inside that Rising Eagle Brewery red zone.
And we talk about Tiny. I mean, we call him Tiny, but that's what the players call him, things like that. And he is built low to the ground and things.
It is what they said about like Darren Sproles and Barry Sanders.
But when
you be short but not little.
Well,
he's
an all-state wrestler.
Yeah, those legs are powerful.
Yes, and when you see him outside of the shorts and a T-shirt, he is a well-built individual, and like I said, we call him Tiny just because of his stature, but there's nothing tiny about him when he runs.
It is going to be dropped, and Antuna is going to cover it up. A little fumble on the exchange there, and again, we've always talked about kind of that center quarterback exchange, especially when you're in the
so
in
that
the
timing was a
shotgun.
little bit
That
messed
timing,
up on the snap.
Literally what I was going to say, Joe, is the timing, your rhythm. Everybody talks about rhythm and tempo. You do all these practices and run the same plays over and over and over again. What do they say in the movie Semi-Pro? I want you to be able to run this play till you puke.
Yeah, and in your sleep. I mean, and like I said, Jackson Deal has done a great job stepping in as a sophomore. Like I said, won that spot during fall camp and has done a great job so far in these first 3 games. Really haven't had many bad snaps and done a good job of blocking and going to get the ball in the air here to Adam Eaton.
That is an Elgin Owl touchdown.
Woo! Adam Eaton with the big catch.
That is his, I believe, 3rd touchdown reception of the year.
Yep. Had 2 against MacArthur, I believe.
That was the same play as that interception earlier, except for he put it on a line and hit him.
Right there. Like I said, learn from it. When that safety's over top, you've got to put it on the line, put it on that back shoulder, or put it right there in his gut. Adam did a good job of holding on to it and getting into the end zone.
I know that the competition is what it is. This might be as well as I've seen Trace Laura play the quarterback position in my time covering him.
Yeah, I mean, he's gotten that kind of deep ball. He's always had that deep ball, but now he's kind of developing some of that mid-range stuff and some of those dart throws. So great job by him. But you're watching Elgin Owl football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic has specialized in the medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle for the past 40 years. And they provide all treatments under one roof. From x-rays, radial pulse therapy treatment, to surgical treatments, all with one goal in mind: providing the highest quality medical care with good old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. Call to set up an appointment today. Southwest Foot and Ankle. 580-357-8720.
All right, and we are back here at the Nest. 56-0 our score. Elgin leads Newcastle. And Adon Delgado getting ready for another Wayne's Drive-In kickoff. 2 locations in Lawton, Come on, everybody, let's
go to
Wayne's. I
Wayne's.
might go there after the game. And no, I'm not just saying that to blow smoke up Old Joe's Keister. A milkshake actually sounds really, really good. And that is going to be taken at the 4. And he's going to be swung down. Hard to tell who that was from up here.
Gabe Rush, I think,
Gabe
was
Rush,
on
I believe,
there.
is in there, as well as Michael Adesola. But yeah, number
Josh
6.
Adesola.
Or Josh Adesola.
We were talking about
yeah,
Michael
we
earlier.
were. Sorry, Josh.
Josh has really stepped up, though, this year. Like I said, kind of last year.
He's a good player.
Yeah,
who's kind of
stepped in after that Trey Harris injury.
Was in the shadows there for
Right.
a while, kind of under the radar, and then just really stepped up. And
well, it's like getting noticed, too. Like I said, he was named the 5th captain this week by the coaches. Like I said, just a very good football player, and now he's playing that safety spot. He's used to playing corner. Like I said, kind of you can use him all over the field back there in the back end. Does a great job at the receiver spot, not only catching the ball, but does an excellent job of blocking.
3 receivers to the right, and it's going to be a throw from Longman, and it is going to be a low throw, but it is caught by Schumard. And, you know, we mentioned video games earlier. I'm going to show my nerd hat a little bit more here. I have yet to play the college football video game, but I watched a video about it, and there is in your career mode or whatever they call it, one of the attributes that you can earn that's really important to earn playing time is they have a bar for your coach's trust. How much does the coach trust you? And some of these players, guys like Josh Adesola, may not show up in the stats, but the coaches just rave about him. And the coaches trust that you are going to do what you are put on the field to do. That, you know, you're going to see the playing field a lot, and you're going to be trusted in big situations. And I think that's why last year when Trayvon Harris did go down, they felt good. I mean, you don't feel good about one of your senior leaders going down for the rest of the season, but they were like, you know what, next man up, and we have faith in that next man.
Well, and him and Josh fought for that spot all off season, and Josh, like I said, Trey happened to win it, but Josh was able to step in right there. And then Brody got hurt during one of the games, and they moved Josh to safety, and had no problems there. Right now, he's playing safety. He starts at corner, but he's playing safety right now. So I mean, that's a valuable asset for, like I said, a senior leader that can fill in at any spot when needed, knows the whole defense, knows the whole offense, and like I said, I mean, just a great kid, comes from a great family, and looking forward to seeing how he finishes out his senior year. And then, like I said, we'll have Caleb Adesola coming up from the ranks as well. So you'll hear Adesola's name for the next several years as well. 1:26 left to go and counting here in your Winston-Salem State Farm third quarter. Nice little drive right here by Newcastle.
Longman throws it, and it was just a little high.
As I say that.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have a bad throwing arm.
No, just a quick little out right there. Threw it to the inside rather than the outside. I don't know if he thought maybe he was running a curl rather than an out, but not on the same page with the receiver, but it's going to bring up another 4th down. Looks like Newcastle's going to punt it away. Corday is headed back there to be back.
There. Begley comes off the field. Looks like Gabe Rush comes back off the field, and he will probably come back on the field just in a little bit.
Kobe Morton out there as well.
Chalmer Wyatt sending in some signals to Richie back there. And it's a low snap on the turf, and they're going to say that the punter was kneeling down.
Yeah, so as we got this little break in the action, let's pull up the schedule there. Chris, if we can pull up the schedule.
Brought to you by the Orchard Group, Morgan Stanley.
So, yeah, we've got this is our last non-district game. So we've got district play starting next week on the road at Woodward.
It's like wholesale changes here on offense.
Yeah, and as we move forward, from now on, it's going to kind of be home, away, home, away, home, away all the way through. So we're on the road at Woodward. I'm thinking about my cocktail for later on, I guess. We've got Woodward next week on the road. Then we've got Elk City here. I believe that's homecoming. So our next game will be homecoming, so that's a fun week always. Then we head to Bridge Creek. Got Weatherford here that week of fall break, so that's going to be a Thursday game. Then we've got Douglas on the road, Clinton at home, and then Cash for the Battle of the Wichitas. Yep, we've got Gabe Rush back in. So that's your schedule brought to you by the Orchard Group. Gabe Rush back in, David Cardoza on the run. Cardoza last week with the touchdown run.
Swung down by Longman. Talk about a guy not getting a break, much like Gabe Rush. You know, Longman has now played, 3 or 4 positions tonight?
Yeah. Be 54 and counting here.
Coach Hill said he's ready for you, Vincent.
Oh, okay. Does he know about the vertical yet, huh?
Gee, I wonder who told him that.
Yeah. We'll have fun with that one tonight. Don't worry. Oh, gonna let Gabe get
throw.
It. Oh,
he's picked off. Running it back to the 50, to the 45, and Gabe Rush is going to swing him out of bounds, probably unleashing some of that anger.
Yeah, and I don't say page with the receivers on the outside right there.
Looks like number 22, I believe, Zach Craig on the interception. So that puts the defense back out on the field.
Yeah, I think he was aiming for the tight end. Number 85, Tucker New Henson. Tucker's going to stay in there. They like what they see from him. Talked a little bit about it last week. Saw some flashes of it. Like I said, reminds him a little, only a sophomore, but reminds him a little of Jack Angley with his wiriness and that kind of from that defensive end spot. Also plays a little bit of tight end. Got wholesale. Oh. Doesn't like something that happened there. I don't know if it's a. So, yeah, we got some wholesale changes potentially on the defense. Looks like Case and Myers in there. Freddie Nina, Kobe Morton at one of the linebacker spots. Yep. Brady had a big game last week in that Hillcrest game, and then also had a big game, one of the JV games. Yeah, 5 or 6 sacks or something. So he's really coming on. Jackson Sutherland is another one that's really played a lot of good football so far this year. Sideline warning. Playing a little Luke Combs here in the stadium. So, yeah, 56-0. 14 seconds left to go in the third quarter. We're about to head to the fourth quarter.
First down for the Racers. Takes the handoff. He's going to scramble.
Oh, going deep. Got a man.
Wide open, and that is going to be a touchdown.
Yeah, good job of rolling outside of the pocket right there and finding his receiver downfield. Kind of got behind those safeties. And
Evan Barker got free.
Good throw and catch right there. That is the Elgin Owls' first passing touchdown given up in 14 games.
Wow.
This would have been the 15th.
Wow.
Yeah, did not give one up last year and made it through 12 games.
Is that right?
And then 2 games so far this year. So first passing touchdown allowed by the Owls since 2022.
I guess that would have been that Guthrie game. Or
yeah, maybe more games than that, yeah.
Kick is up. Kick is good. So, with 6 seconds left in the third, our score, Owls 56, Racers 7. You're watching Owl Football, Oklahoma Sports Network. All right, we are back here at the Owl's Nest. 6 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And for the first time since the beginning of the game, Newcastle is going to get to kick off the ball as they just scored a touchdown throw from Longman to Barker. And so it looks like we're getting some other players out there on the field. Looks like number 9, Joey Ariano, running back there as well. Along with Braden McIver, senior. Or no, or is that Braxton? It's hard to read these numbers from up here. They're going to kind of do the pump fake kick. And it looks like we got a different kicker now for them. Appears to be Toby Pfeiffer, a senior for Newcastle. So, kick is up. And it is going to be called off, and, I guess brought in, and that appeared to be Braden McIver.
Yep. So you're going to take over about the 29-yard line on that Wayne's drive-in kickoff. 5 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Your Owls are up 49.
Wanted to remind you all that Oklahoma Sports Network has its candidates for Player of the Week each week. Don't forget to vote. And we also have a newsletter that you can sign up for.
Coach's Show.
Yep, the Coach's Show.
Tuesday, Elgin is involved with the Lawton Area Coach's Show on Tuesday nights.
La Grande Cantina in the mall. You know what would be a cool thing to do? I'm just spitballing here. What if people showed up at the mall, went to trade home shoes, bought shoes, and then went to the cantina for the Coach's Show?
Well, with that, we're going to take a break after the third quarter is ended. You're watching Elgin Owl football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton Community Health Center's high-quality health care is convenient to wherever you are in the region. We're here for you, whether it's our main clinic on Southwest Lee Boulevard or any of our other locations in Lawton. LCH.
We're back. Start of the fourth quarter, 1st and 10. And it's going to be a handoff. Cardoza is going to be brought down, and the Lawton Fraternal Order of Police is going to be our fourth quarter sponsor, the local chapter there. And so we're going to see a bunch of new players out there, as, you know, kind of like what we saw during the, looks like Brody Ballou is out there. And number 11 appears to be, Chris. We're just calling him Chris for now until we get more.
Sapatow.
Sapatow, okay,
yeah.
Thank you.
Chris Sapatow, I believe is how you pronounce the name. Had the pep rally the other night.
Cardoza is going to bounce to the left, and he's going to be swarmed and brought down by Barker. Barker, and it looked like Aiden Elcision, or their two guys there.
Going to get Colin out there to punt it away. First punt of the night.
Connor was,
Brody in there to deep snap.
So it is 4th down, and Eaton is coming out.
Hunter Jackson as the gunner down here on this end, it looks like.
And we're going to have a penalty against the Owls, it would appear.
False start.
I think he was the culprit on a little bit getting around that guy, the gunner.
Hunter?
I think so.
Hunter the gunner was the guilty party on that one.
Yeah, 56-7 here. 10:28 to go. Elgin's last non-district tune-up prior to leading back into that 4A1 schedule.
Good punt. Maybe a little shorter than we would have liked, but man, what a
Go.
bounce. Punting is not easy, and it's
Well, especially not when you wear a neck roll.
Yeah. Does that affect your leg? I don't know. I've
Well,
never worn one.
Who knows?
You can't help it.
Here we go. We're gonna talk about some scores around the around the state here in 4A. Right now, so did Claremore move to 4A? I see them listed here.
Well,
or Hilldale is 4A.
Hilldale is
okay.
a 4A school, and the Claremore Zebras, who I'm sure a lot of people still have sour taste in their mouth about the Zebras out here.
Blanchard up 27-24 on Guthrie.
It's
at Blanchard, but that's an interesting score right there.
Two teams that lost a lot from last year, but I think still obviously gunning for some state title recognition.
Sulphur big over Cash, 62-7. That's a final.
Throw across the middle, and that is caught by number 6. It appears to be Collins.
Wagner, who is listed as number 1 in 4A, 41-7 over Bristow. Clinton taking care of Chandler, 21-0 in the fourth quarter. Elgin currently ranked number 2 in the state, behind Wagner in 4A.
Yeah, and rankings are fun for bragging rights, but at the end of the day, I think you could flip you could spin a
Wagner
spinner and figure out somebody be number 1.
Oh, well, they took a timeout, so we're going to take a quick one right here with them. You're watching Elgin football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton Community Health Center's high-quality health care is convenient to wherever you are in the region. We're here for you, whether it's our main clinic on Southwest Lee Boulevard or any of our other locations in Lawton. LCHC has additional clinics in Marlow, Comanche, Cache, Medicine Park, Apache, Elgin, and Burns Flat, with more on the way. Enjoy peace of mind knowing quality care from experienced providers is always available. LCHC, your hometown healthcare.
And we are back here in Elgin. 9:39 to go. 56-7 our score. Elgin leads Newcastle. Newcastle is trying to get to their district play in 5A1. And they're going to throw a little short route, and he's going to be brought down by Brady Paraguay. Kind of like when we were joking earlier about when you're used to seeing somebody in that jersey number all the time.
Yeah, you still got 23. You think of Andre.
I was thinking of Crabtrees.
Yeah.
Man.
Crabtrees, Michael Adesola up at Southwest.
That's right. Yeah.
There in Weatherford. Keith Ferguson getting some playing time for OBU currently.
That's right. Yeah, got a chance to talk to him a couple weeks ago when he was here, and throws across the middle on that seam route. And it appears same guy catches that. I believe that is Graham White, the freshman.
Yeah, I mean, Longman's doing a good job back there as quarterback. I mean, got a pretty good lively arm, and obviously he's a very good athlete. Seen him play some receiver earlier as well, but like what I see from him from the quarterback spot.
You see this a lot in the high school game when you don't have a guy, a lot of schools do have a guy that's, just your designated backup quarterback, but sometimes it's whoever the best athlete is on the team, just put him back there, make stuff happen.
Like that right there.
Look at Longman, talk about make stuff happen. He's going to run it in for the touchdown. That was impressive.
Yeah, I mean, great job of penetration right there, but good job of him spinning out of that, using that athleticism, and then getting to the corner of the end zone for a Newcastle touchdown. That makes it 56-13. Most points we've given up so far this year.
And I'm trying to think of what the most we gave up last year was. I don't even remember.
Yeah, I can't.
I think MacArthur tacked on some late touchdowns.
Yeah, it might have been 21 maybe, or.
Kick is up. Kick is good. So with 8:29 remaining, your score 56-14. Owls lead the Racers. You're watching.
Your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. We also provide residential trash services for Lawton's outlying communities. We've got a solution for small businesses, contractors, construction companies, and everybody in between. We're a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. Waste Solutions. Click or call today.
All right, and we are back here at the Nest where Elgin leads 56-14. And the Owls
kind of lined up in that, because like I said, they faked that, like they're right there. They faked that onside kick.
Yeah, they did that earlier
times.
as well. 8.5 minutes left to go in the ball game. We were talking earlier about some of the other teams and scores. I know they're not 4A, but I know one of the teams in our family of networks, the Carl Albert Titans, were beating Stillwater earlier.
That was a big
going
game.
Deep.
Through the end zone.
Through the
Touchback.
end zone.
Yeah, that was a big game. That was kind of the game circled on everybody's.
Yeah, and it's 30-0.
All right, so Carl Albert just doing Carl Albert things.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Shawnee 21-7 over Duncan. We were mentioning earlier, Del City up 55-6 on Midwest City. MacArthur 33-0 on Ponca City.
Highlanders kind of turning things around.
Yeah,
made some changes on the O-line, my understanding. Talking to Joe Bob Warner, one of the senior offensive linemen's dads last night.
Yeah, Joe Warner.
Kind of made some changes there, starting to run the ball a little bit more, and they've changed some things there.
Trying to get our game clock going.
Hey! Vincent Saylor is able to do more than just talk, ladies and gentlemen. Even
I just want to know why it's not running.
There it is. Well, no, first and 10 rather.
Number 30, I think that's one of the Gage Elam.
Yeah, number 30, Gage Elam, the junior.
Getting him some carries tonight.
Gain of 3 on the play brings up 2nd and 7.
Dylan Johnson out there at receiver just got his hardship waiver in. He was a transfer move in from, I think, California maybe? I can't remember. Military transfer in, I believe, if I remember correctly. Just got his waiver approved today.
Oh, wow.
So he's been able to practice and do some JV stuff, but first time in the varsity, junior.
And
like his athleticism.
Good block there, and couldn't stave off enough guys as Rush is brought down.
7:37 and counting here in your fourth quarter.
Yeah, Dylan Johnson, number 12.
Yeah, didn't know if we'd see him tonight or not. Talking to Coach Wyatt a little bit before the game, and said he did get that hardship waiver in, so congratulations to him. He gets to suit up and play with the varsity boys now. Like I said, they like his athleticism. A junior, so got some time to potentially grow into
develop,
better player. Yeah.
It's going to be a handoff, and Elam is going to be brought down by that Racer defense on 3rd down. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, 56-14. I mean, obviously starters 42-0 at halftime. At halftime, it was dominant performance by the defense there prior to the second part of the second half. Only gave up 2 yards in the first half. Not a good one there.
Short kick there from Colin.
So that's going to give them decent field position again. But, yeah, I mean, like I said, after 3 games, you got to be impressed with where the Owls are. 3-0, kind of where we thought we would be. But yeah, 3-0, more than likely. I mean, yeah, there's 6:20 left to go, but Owls up 42. I think it's safe to say put the women and children to bed, as old Joe Kane used to say.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
For the Fighting Wolfpack.
A program reference.
Yeah. You like that, huh?
I do. Does that make does that make Colin Donnelly our Alvin Mack?
Yeah. Yeah. Longman back in there at quarterback.
It's going to be a fake handoff. He's going to throw it, and he heard
Brady Paraguay, good job there, kind of getting under that route. Got a penalty on the outside out there.
Hunter Jackson was there as well, it looked like. And then number 14, Sage Rush.
Kobe Morton's in there at one of those inside linebacker spots. Looks like Jake Deal.
I think I see Brady
84.
Jones.
I think that's Jake Deal. Jake Deal also plays in the band at halftime. Did a great
How
job.
How impressive is that?
Yeah.
We got a text, I believe it was from our producer Chris at halftime.
Joe, I think it was
Joe.
Joe.
Joe, okay.
Yeah.
I don't have everyone's phone number saved. I need to do that. But yeah, the fact that we have a guy in the band that's on our football team.
Jackson Sutherland.
And a penalty.
Flag on the play.
6:16 left to go in the fourth quarter. Stick around. We'll have a quick little recap and post game, and then we will name our K5 overhead doors player and or players. Hint, hint of the game. Just throwing it out there.
That's what we call a tease in the business.
I've been called worse.
Been called worse, boys. 39-yard line. Longman's going to drop back. He's under pressure from Sutherland. He's going to heave one towards the end zone, and it's over the head of everyone. And I believe that was
number
Josh
12.
Adesola on the coverage. Yep. And it looked like, number 12, Corbin Brewer was one of the
yeah, that's one of the hardest things to do as a defensive back. Once that quarterback gets out of the pocket and starts kind of scrambling around, it's hard not to, it's hard to stick with that receiver. Luckily, that ball was just a little overthrown. Here comes Jackson on the rush again. Jake Deal in there with the tackle, him and Brady Paraguay. Great job of playing Beauty and the Beast at halftime by the Elgin Pride of Elgin.
Yeah, that music takes me back. Just watching that movie.
The Palmers do a great job of leading that band. They did a great job for me last Thursday during the pep rally. Kind of had to buy some time, and those guys were able to help me out a ton. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the band is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, superior ratings every year.
Throwing deep, and it looks like that was number 12 again, Brewer.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the wind or what's getting our connection, our feed every now and then is losing a little. So we apologize about that.
So with 5 minutes to go.
HDMI cord's kind of flapping in the wind a little. That may be a little part of it. But next week we'll be on the road at Woodward. So look forward to everybody joining us up there. But if you're not able to join us, feel free to watch us. We'll start our pregame show at 6:30 as always, and kickoff is set for 7. Long drive.
Hey, one thing we didn't talk about here, the Newcastle guys, a couple of them wearing those Guardian caps.
Yeah, we did talk about it a little bit earlier.
Mentioned it earlier in the game, but yeah, you're right, Joe. And they wore some of them last year too. I believe T.J. Bradford was one of the ones wearing them.
NFL, there's a couple NFL guys that are currently wearing them.
And, you know,
player safety. I mean, I know people, they don't look the greatest, whatever else. But
at
at the end of the day,
if
it's
it
about
ends
player
up
safety.
saving,
Yeah.
some brain cells, I'm all for it. And you, as somebody who took quite a few hits in your day, I'm sure, playing football is not for the faint of heart or body.
Yeah, no, concussions are not fun. Have had a couple in my day. They're not fun. They're not fun to deal with. I mean, like I said, everybody. It's a big topic right now, obviously in the NFL with everything that happened with Tua last Thursday night. Wish him and his family well, and like I said, it's going to be a tough decision for him. I'm glad they put him on IR and gave him a couple weeks to kind of figure out what he needs to do from there. But it's tough to give up the game that you love and things like that. And I assume he'll be back, and I hope he is. But obviously, his health is the most important part.
Elgin takes over, and it's going to be a handoff, and it looks like we've got Clark in there. Now, was he down, or are they going to say
I think they're going to say he was down. Yeah, no, they're going to say he was down.
Looks like that's Clark.
Yep, that
Dalvin
is.
Clark.
Saw him a little bit last week.
Our last game.
2 weeks ago against Hillcrest. Talked a little bit about his running style, kind of that upright, but has a ton of potential. Like I said, only a sophomore. Like I said, one of those, you talked about it earlier with their quarterback, one of those get off the bus guys. Like I said, looks the part, but's learning football. He's I don't know if he's a basketball kid or what, but one of his first years, if not first year, playing football. So he's got a lot to learn, but his upside is tremendous.
It's going to be a handoff to him, and he is just has a whole herd of Newcastle racers. Just all over him there. Under 4:25 and counting on 3rd and 5, fourth quarter, brought to you by the Fraternal Order of Police of Lawton.
I would think this Newcastle team, like I said, once they get T.J. Bradford back, kind of like what I see from Longman at quarterback. They might have bought him, a series or two during the season. But I think they're going to make some waves in their district in 5A.
It's going to be a handoff again to Clark. Not much doing. Yeah, you hear, talks. Certainly, I have friends that are University of Texas fans here and there, and so much talk there about if your star quarterback is hurt but the backup is playing well, do you ride the hot hand, or is it no, it's this guy's team? And if you're if you're Shanuel, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see if you're Newcastle what you do going forward. Do you kind of get rid of one of your best receiving weapons and put him at quarterback for the athleticism? And
good job of Colin of getting that out of there.
Got it out of there. And he's going to be down right at about the 44
Speaking of Texas,
45-yard line.
Arch Manning is going to get his first.
He is getting the start.
His first start. Yeah, they came out. They're playing UL Monroe, so probably not a bad one to get your feet wet a little.
Our feed went black again, so we apologize. Trying to figure out what's going on there.
Loose wire or something, maybe. Let's see if I can.
So the racers will come onto the field at the 44.5-yard line. We'll call it the 44. 3 receiver set.
Act like you're listening.
Longman
there we
is
go.
Going to keep it, and he's going to be brought down.
Say he's plugging trying to get it back
like
for you.
Philip Peebushy was in there. Or no, sorry, Tucker New Henson. Tucker New. Yeah, Tucker.
252 and
Tucker
counting.
Comes up limping a little bit, but he's going to stay in there.
We're trying to get the video feedback, ladies and gentlemen. We apologize real quick.
Yeah, Tucker and Braden Jones are going to reverse sides there on that 3-man defensive front. Sutherland's coming on the linebacker blitz. They're going to run up the middle, and he's going to be brought down. Philip Peebushy again. Or Kobe Morton, sorry. That's the second time tonight I think I've confused the two. Trying to make sure our connection is clean. Clearly it is not in terms of what you can see as we get close to the 2-minute mark. Nope, we're trying to get it. Not sure what's happening. But the 4-receiver set on 3rd and 14. Longman's going to drop back. He's going to be pressured. He's going to be not tackled. He's going to escape out of it. Eli Manning style, going to throw it. It's going to be tipped, dropped, almost picked off. Was it intercepted? No, it's incomplete, so that will bring up 4th down. Well, Bryce Martin nearly came away with the pick. And actually, even before that,
yeah, number 14 also
like
had his hands.
Rush.
Yeah.
So we do apologize, but for the time being, oh, well. Hey, maybe, yeah, okay. We're going to make sure that producer Chris doesn't break his computer because that is not his and that is not mine. That belongs to the network.
1:39 left to go here. I'm going to punt this one away. We're going to knock this post-game show out fairly quickly. Joe will be down on the field with Coach Wyatt and potentially a player or two of the game. 1:32 left. See if we line up in that amazing formation that is known as the victory formation. Oh, there we go again. Must have a loose connection or something. Kind of communicating with Sadie through text messages, and she's getting it back up and running for us. Does a great job, though, on the camera for us in between her cheering for Shea.
Yeah, Shea Spencer and that offensive line did such a great job tonight. And then the rest of this offensive line coming out there right now, the second teamers who, getting to see stuff against live bullets is always a good job. Cameron Holifar is in there, it looks like. Number 69.
Who's back there at running back? Looks like somebody new. Oh, yeah.
No, they are going to kneel it. And it looks like that might be
28.
Sam Jokna.
He had the big fumble recovery earlier on the muffed kick. Yeah.
Yeah, I met Sam a few weeks back or a couple months ago.
Are you going to give another trade home plug?
No, I already did one, and I got laughed off the air. So
it was just the quarter break. You did not get laughed off the air.
Under a minute left.
We love you, Glenn.
Well, we do get a lot of.
Should be the last snap here.
Yeah, gonna wait, get it under that 40-second mark.
We do get a lot of customers from Elgin. Had one or two today.
All right, go ahead and snap it, and that should get us done.
Nail it down. So, through non-district, Elgin will be undefeated heading into district play. Owls beat the Racers 56-14.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we will be back with your Ann's Country Kitchen postgame show. You're watching Elgin Owl football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Tavern-style pizza is our thing. Why couldn't you be happy with deep dish like all the tourists?
It's good. And you just had to make it so crispy and delicious.
It's perfection.
They put the toppings all the way to the edge.
It's cut in the shareable square.
That's delicious.
What's your deal, Pizza Hut?
Your secret's out, Chicago. Try any of our large Chicago Tavern-style recipes for just $12 each.
Hey, Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Sorry, Chicago. No one out pizza's the Hut.
Apology accepted.
Another game, another Elgin victory.
Yep.
As
So welcome to the Ann's Country Kitchen post-game show. The famous Ann's has great hand-breaded chicken fried steaks, burgers, Indian tacos, and don't forget their homemade pies, cheesecake, and homemade cinnamon rolls, biscuits, and dinner rolls. Experience the difference, Ann's Way, 26020 State Highway 58. Welcome to the post-game show, brought to you by Ann's Country Kitchen. Glenn, 56-14, 3-0, through the non-district schedule. What else can you say? I mean, we've done a great job both on the offensive side of the ball, defensive side of the ball, and special teams. So really looking forward to that. But
Vincent, here we are with Coach Wyatt.
Yeah, Joe's got Coach Wyatt. So.
Coach, after a game 56-14 over Newcastle here, non-district's over. What are your thoughts?
Really proud of our guys tonight. That's a quality football team over there, and they're going to make noise in 5A1. But, man, I really like what we did with our guys early there and in the first half overall. Really good outing.
Yeah, you don't know it yet, but 2 yards of offense for Newcastle in the first half. So pretty impressive showing by your defense.
Absolutely. I thought we got off blocks and made plays in their backfield all night, and that was good to see.
Well, congratulations and good luck in district.
Great job, Joe. Thanks, Coach Wyatt, for that quick little interview there. We'll also try and get our players of the game. We'll name those guys here in a few seconds. But, Glenn, like I said, 56-14, great job by the Owls all night. Like Joe kind of touched on it there. I mean, the first half was just complete dominance, 400 yards of total offense for us, 2 for them. So great job by the defensive front, great job by the offense. Like I said, offense clicked and rolled pretty much. Trace had the 2 interceptions. Obviously got to clean that up a little, but outside of that, threw some amazing balls. And then Ritson, what can you say about him and the way he's performed so far through these first 3 games? Another 4 touchdowns tonight. Casey Meyer with a touchdown, Adam Eaton with a touchdown, Braxton and Tuna also had 2. So just a great overall job by all 3 phases of the game. Said gave up a couple touchdowns there towards the end, but kind of had some 2s in there and things like that. So great job so far, exactly where we wanted to be after non-district, and got a big one next week with district play on the line. Long road trip, Woodward ahead of us, but look forward to that one.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say. You know, when you're I've always thought that when you're a fan of a team that is undefeated, it's like if you act like nothing's wrong, you're being ignorant, and if you complain too much about the wrong things, you're spoiled and not enjoying the success that you've had.
Well,
and obviously there were some things tonight that obviously coaches are going to get on to them for, like those 2 touchdowns. I'm sure obviously you had the 2s in, but like those touchdowns are not the sort of thing. The way that they happened, I think, was more so the issue. The interceptions are more so the way that they happened.
Yeah.
Were the issue to the coaches. Those will get talked out. There's no shame in learning from mistakes in games like this, and there's no shame in being 3-0. I mean, obviously,
right.
You're absolutely – this is where you wanted to be, and having given up as few points as possible. I mean, that Newcastle team put up more points than either of our last 2 opponents combined. And so that just goes to show you actually passed really 4 or 5 opponents when you think about it, going back to the Midwest City game last year.
Well, we talked a little bit on the podcast this week. I mean, for the rest of the season, we're probably going to be favored in every game that we play until we reach the playoffs. So at this point, it's all about, playing up to that Elgin standard and playing against yourself. So you've got to learn from these mistakes. You've got to learn, like I said, 56-14, yada, 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 all this kind of stuff. But, hey, there's a lot of things that went wrong tonight. There were a lot of things that went great. Don't get me wrong. But there's some things that we need to clean up as we move forward and play those Clintons and those Weatherfords as we move forward in that district play. So, like I said, got to learn from it, got to keep learning from it and play up to that Elgin standard. But right now, we're gonna head on down to Joe in a second, but we're gonna name our players of the game, the K5 Overhead Doors. They specialize in overhead doors. Give them a call for a free estimate, garage door, fence, and gate contractor. Call them today at 580-695-0580. Glenn, player of the game is going to be a combined players of the game, and we're going to name that the big 3 up front. The defensive line only gave up 2 yards total offense in the first half. So, Joe, give us a little interview with those guys.
We're here with Shea, Tristan, and Jace. Guys, 2 total yards of offense for Newcastle in the half. How'd y'all guys do it?
They had 2 yards?
First half.
Well, they kind of called us up out front. We felt a little called out. We wanted to go make a show them we're the D-line that was ready.
Yeah, I heard a couple guys saying that they'd said they were ready. So social media talk, and it looks like you guys showed them the best team won.
Yeah, definitely weren't ready for anything like that.
Yeah, we just had to. We know that not having the black flag against Hillcrest was rough, so we had to come back and do what we do as a squad and basics.
Well, keep it up, guys. Congratulations. Go get that district title.
Yeah,
congratulations to our K5 overhead door players of the game,
and
the defensive line.
I know he didn't get interviewed, but I do want to give a special shout-out to Phil Peebushy, too.
Yeah.
Because while they do mostly run a 3-4, he gets in that D-line. I mean, he is he's essentially a starter as well. And
well, he's starting at that outside linebacker spot.
But
yeah,
he does
a great job.
A little bit as well. And man, that whole D-line, I know we only showed the three starters on that three-man front, but, man, Kobe Morton was just, you heard how many times I missed his name because he was on the
Hudson Begley played some big minutes tonight at defensive line as well. So, that defense, everything starts with those guys up front. We have a great back secondary. Don't get me wrong. Hunter and those guys do a great job. But at the end of the day.
Do you want to give a shout-out? This is the cool – I don't think we have it on camera right now, but this is the high school atmosphere. Looks like Adon Delgado just got his homecoming proposal said yes to. So that's awesome.
There we go.
Good for the young man.
Yep.
I'm sure he'll be a lot happier kicking on those Wayne's kickoffs in a couple of weeks. A great win for Elgin. And like we said, we go up to Woodward next week, and just from my experience, having been up there with OSN before, and we had honestly the 2-hour rain delay that I went through when we were there for Eisenhower versus Woodward in 2017. That was a bigger issue than the drive, but the drive is daunting, and you hear about this in college and in pros. When you have a long travel or a long time off, people want to make that the talking point. And so the big point, I feel like, for the coaches is going to be, don't focus on the travel. This is just another football game. Their football field is 100 yards just like ours. No matter how far the travel is, we're going to take care of business.
Yeah, no doubt. Like I said, it'll be the first district game. They'll be hyped about that. Back in 4A, got a lot to prove. Like I said, great game, wonderful. We're 3-0, but at the end of the day, these 3 wins, we learned a lot from them, but they don't mean anything as far as our playoff seeding or anything like that. So got to take care of business next week on that long road trip. So if you're not able to make it with us, if you're not able to make it up there with the team, join us. We'd love to have you watch us at any time. Like I said, you can also go watch this broadcast at any time about an hour after we're done here today. Hey, we're 3-0. We're happy.
3-0, baby.
And what else can we say? So for Glenn Brockenbush,
hello.
I'm Vincent Saylor. We've got Chris Balvance as our producer, Sadie Hightower up top on the camera, and Joe Abshire has been a great sideline reporter. We want to say good night, and as always, Go Owls!
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.